craven, torn apart by the greedy, weakened and exposed, forever on the defense. No longer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, guys, we're back in business with Group G in our Legendary Lords tournament. It's going to be Ark in the Black, Marcus Wolfhart, Gorok, Dwayne Gorok Johnson, and Vlad von Karstein. So a fair amount of undead in this one, but you got to put them somewhere. And it's time. So again, we have 17 groups in total. I think this is going to be the 5th or 6th one we've casted. A lot of them are just finishing right now. So over the course of the next week, I will be doing a lot of these streams, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might do a couple. And might even do some back-to-back. But today it's just going to be Group G. So these will be the matches. And once we do finish these matches, we can close out with some quick battles as well as some FFAs. All that sort of good stuff that you guys like. All right, let's see. Lich109, thank you for the donation. He says, just watched the Nurgle video and I'm a little sad you didn't... I didn't read that deep into the lore of the characters. Lich109. So yeah, I did miss that. He's a child-sized maggot who puppets dead body. Oh, that's some serious stuff. That's very much like... I don't know, I'm trying to think of a movie reference, but I was up a little bit late last night. But yes, indeed, that was a pretty fun video to make. I really like the Nurgle characters. Yeah, Tamarkon is super cool. Glotkin. Somebody actually pointed out in the trailer that the Great Unclean One they show in the Warhammer 3 trailer really looks similar to Rodagus. Granted, correct me if I'm wrong, but Rodagus was not in Warhammer Fantasy, right? He was an addition in Age of Sigmar. Granted, they could shoehorn him in just to promote the model, but What do you guys think? You think it's going to be like Kugoth Plaguefather? You think we're going to get like, you think it'll be Rodagus? I'm curious what you guys would think about that. Aerocrastic, no. Please. Don't leave us. Turin, can you name the champions for every hero? Yes, indeed. I absolutely can. I'll pull that up in just a minute. We're just going to hang tight, let some folks join, and then we'll be jumping right into the first game and going from there. King Cool, thank you for the 50 SEK. Vlad von Brostein, the big daddy of Vamps. Dude, he is truly a bro here. He's coming in. He's thick, hard to kill, and should be fun. Interesting group for sure. This group looks hilarious. Everyone but Arkin is a Footlord only. Yeah, that's actually true. I didn't notice that, but everyone here is a... Damn, you guys are going crazy with the donations. Holy shit, man. King Cool, thank you so much for the donation of the 50 SEK, and Carter K. More content. Love this channel. Hey, Carter, I got you, man. You were actually the first one to comment on the Nurgle video today, I saw. Rodagus is not in fantasy, so I think it's Kugoth. Yeah, that's what I think too. But, you know, I'm still of the opinion that they could add Rodagus as the Lord, simply because Games Workshop probably wants to like cross-promote the model they already have. But I hope it's Kugoth. I think it's a little bit more fitting for the fantasy setting, but I wouldn't be upset if it was Rodagus, to be honest. You think Wookiee will be finally implemented into the game? Yeah, probably. And we also have a donation coming in from Christian Gonzalez. Been watching your videos nonstop. Thanks for the incredible content. Getting hyped for Total War Warhammer 3. Me too, man. I'm super hyped. I'm just counting the days, man. Just laying here, staring at the ceiling at night, just waiting for Warhammer 3. Thank you so much, Christian. Appreciate that. I had a friend named... I could have sworn, man. I knew someone in my hometown named Christian Gonzalez. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Ojai, so I doubt it's the same place, but who knows? Cheers, man. Really appreciate that. And also your new member. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard, man. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. Yeah, maybe they're just taking the Rodagus model as like inspiration for the look of a Great Unclean One, but, you know, who knows? Great Unclean One models are really neat, for sure. Yeah. They're probably just using his design, would be my guess. The next ECO will be early next week. So this weekend, I'm going to be out on Saturday. We're going to essentially check out a house that we may rent because we're planning on moving soon. And then on Sunday, we're doing a Valentine's Day outing. So this weekend, it's going to be kind of not really too much going on in the streaming department. Maybe Saturday night, I might do a fun stream. But yeah, next ECL will be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to do it during the week. So we'll go from there. Welcome. All right. Count the days. No, I don't think there's a date yet, unfortunately, but I'm just counting, man. You can still count. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. We're going to load into the first game here. Got to fire up Warhammer because my client crashed just before the stream started, which is lovely. A good omen of things to come. It's a little angry chihuahua barking in the backyard. Nick says, hey, Turin, just wanted to say love the vids. Recently got addicted to your drug called Warhammer. Found your channel. Yeah, it's super fun, man. It's super fun. It's cool to have, you know, both a really dynamic multiplayer community and, of course, a game which is very heavily focused on the campaign. Like, you can bounce back and forth between the two, which is quite neat. A lot of great channels out there doing great stuff. You did, Samurai Warrior. Somehow, some way, you made it before the end. What are your predictions, guys, based on what you've seen in the groups? We have Arkin. We have the dreaded Marcus, we have Gorok, and we have Vlad von Karstein. Who do you guys think is going to be advancing? Who do you think shall be cast into the ether, never to be seen again? Well, I'm sure you'll see him in the next tournament, but you guys get the picture. Also, something, I know like every other YouTuber or whatever content creator and their dog did this before, like right as the trailer was launched, and I was like a caveman and super slow on it, but I made one of those Nexus GG pages. So if you guys are looking to pre-order Game 3, you can get the Steam key from this website, and I get a partial commission on it, which is cool. So it's a way to support the channel. If you guys are looking, just drop the link right there. So cool. I think we're good to go. Game's fired up. Let's see who we do first. So many cool replays, man. Can't decide. Colin, you know, I never really played Dawn of War series. Now, that was one, when that came out, I was like very heavily into Warcraft 3. So I didn't really get a chance to dive into that too much. So... okay, I'm seeing a lot of Vlad predictions, actually. A lot of Vlad predictions. Not surprising. Vlad is very, very strong. So first game we're going to do is going to be Rame. So ODM Rame facing off against XMT Gorok Johnson. So it's going to be the followers of Nagash facing off against the Lizardmen. Against Itza, which should be fun. Who's playing who? Well, we'll go through it. So we have Rame here. on the followers of Nagash. XMT Gorok Johnson playing. He changed his full name, man. He's really getting a character, so he's playing Itza. Then we have the Hero of Rome playing as the Empire and Marcus Wolfart. And last but not least, we have Tank of Clan VM playing Vlad von Karstein. Certainly a lot of good players in this group. Very, very strong. So eager to see how they perform here. Thank you again, guys, for all your donations and support. Really do appreciate that. So if we take a look here, it's going to be Followers of Nagash. So is there a pre-order bonus for Warhammer 3? I think there's going to be like a DLC race or like something that you get like pre. Yeah, I have no idea. I think there is, because in the FAQ they said that there's like a, I think there's like a pre-order faction or something, but not 100% sure. All right, so if we take a look here at the Tomb King's army, or Followers of Nagash, this faction does actually have a couple of its own unique units. They have Fellbats, they have Crypt Ghouls, they also have Hex Wraiths. So you can kind of actually, mix it up. And Ark in the Black is probably considered by many players to be one of the strongest lords for this faction anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool to see Followers of Nagash. And I don't know why we don't see them more often. Anyways, in the front line, it's going to be Skeleton Warriors backed up by some Tomb Guard. We got double Ushoptu Greatbow, which have always been a staple against lizards. Great at sniping their lords. They can shoot pterodons. They can shoot the dinosaurs, the big monsters. Yeah, there's a pre-order race back. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. In the back, we also do have a bunch of Skeleton Spears and a couple Nehekar Horsemen. Nehekar Horsemen are great. They can chase down skinks pretty well. And yeah, honestly, just a really, really cost-effective cav unit. Oh, they're actually Skeleton Horsemen. But anyways, my point still stands. I think Nehekar Horsemen are very, very strong indeed. Hey folks, if I buy any DLC stuff from Turin's page, yes, correct. If you get any of the DLC from that Nexus page as well, I get a small portion, which is cool. It certainly helps out the channel. And now if we take a look here at Dwayne Gorok Johnson's army, so we got Clan XMC up in here. He's got the Cohort of Sotek mixed in with Saurus Warriors. I like this build a lot. The thing that I think is very good about it is it's very wide. It doesn't give the any big targets to this Tomb King's army, right? The Ushoptu Greatbows can shoot at Dwayne, but it's not super effective, probably hard to hit. They can shoot a Bastillodon or a Stegodon. Probably the Stegodon is the best target, but there's not too many like one big chungus like high value piece, right? And Dwayne Gorok Johnson is going to be backed up by a Beastcaster with the Pterodon Riders. So here we are, of course, this first round of the tournament. Probably should have thought this one through, but everyone's playing on the Pillar of Bone because nobody wants to play on Altdorf Outskirts. Granted, I actually think that the Lizards probably should have tried to play on Altdorf Outskirts. I don't know who banned what map because the players get to ban maps, but that would have been strong because there's a lot of trees and cover for them to advance through, mitigating some of the pressure from the good old Ushoptu Greatbows. So the Greatbow shooting downtown now, going after the Saraskar Veteran. Certainly not a bad target. The Lizard army has no healing, and it's one of the few anti-large dedicated pieces here in this army. The Cohort of Sotek screaming into the front line. These little skinks should do okay. Tomb Guard will, trade very effectively against them, but if they pop the You Refuse to Die, yeah, there it is right there. They're not going to lose too many models, and they are applying poison there in the front line. So here on the flank, we do have a Spirit Leech going down from Ark in the Black as well. Really trying to focus down the anti-large elements, removing the tools with which the Lizards can actually deal with some of these bigger threats. We do also get the big Sphinx going in, so Ark in the Black Sphinx teaming up here, going after that poor Scarvet. He's probably going to have a bad time here, though he is getting a little bit of damage on Arkin. I don't know if the trade is worth it. The Sphinx of Saphir is super scary. This guy does not mess around. Now, something we need to see probably from the Lizards are going to be some fat rock drops. It looks like the Pterodons are focusing down the Ushoptu Greatbow with their focus fire. And as far as backfield pressure goes, the Lizards are getting a bit of a surround. There's a Stegodon coming here in a skink cohort. And some clever girls get in. Look at that. I did not see those clever girls. Well, I guess that's the whole point of them being clever girls. But they do get on top of the Ushoptu Greatbow. I love that tech against the Greatbows with the Manticore as well. And these Greatbows are in a little bit of exile here as they're now being hunted, and they haven't lost any models outright yet, but very, very nice Ushoptu summon. Now, the Saraskar Veteran did lose some serious HP here, lost about 80% of his HP, and he's going to be kind of juking across here, maybe looking to charge into the Khemrian War Sphinx, and he does get a little bit of impact damage. No, he does not. Dwayne Gorok Johnson has also found his way to the backfield. The infantry quality for the Lizards is obviously quite a bit better, so eventually the backfield will be forced into forced to fight here, basically, or kite and run. We will see how that unfolds. Ark in the Black looks like he may have used a skeleton summon here. Those are just skeleton spearmen, so no summons were used, but the Manticore is disappearing. But those Pterodons getting some nice steady pressure, wearing down those Ushoptu, and at the very least it is applying damage to them, which is making them crumble, and that will eventually lead to their demise. Now, on the backfield, we have some more clever girls. The clever girls are lurking about. Feral Cold Ones do have really good AP values, and actually, if they're able to sit on Ushoptu Greatbows, they can do very well against them for their price point. So I really like the inclusion of the Feral Cold Ones here. Now, Dwayne Gorok Johnson, a little bit risky here. He is a linebacker for sure. He has the Rock of Itza, huge ward save, pretty good combat stats, armor, melee defense, the works. But fighting against Arkan plus the Sphinx with a little bit of a armor-piercing Ushapti support nearby is very, very risky. It could pay off because on one coin, all of these Tomb King's forces are piling in and wasting a lot of time on Dwayne Garrock Johnson here and not necessarily hitting him. But on that same note, if Dwayne were to get karate chopped here, it could be a bit of a problem. So Arkan the Black does use his summon here. These skeleton warriors are popped right here to block the advance of the Skinks. Very nice screening. And now spears are piling in here for the Tomb Kings to help out against the Bastillodon. Ooh, this could be very scary for Dwayne. Ushapti summon. So the Ushapti summon is going down right on top of the Bastillodon as well as Dwayne Garrock Johnson. And it is probably going to be potentially trapping him in, also providing armor-piercing bonus for his infantry. And I don't know if we've seen any rock drops yet. Something I think we really would like to see, like a couple of rock drops along this skeleton line would eviscerate this front line. But yeah, Dwayne's in a little bit of trouble, man, as is the Bastillodon who's fighting here. Dwayne is cold-blooded, in the words of Rick James there, but he's, yeah, holding firm at 35 leadership. He's a very, very tough character to break, but it currently looks like Tomb Kings are a little bit ahead in this battle. I think this engagement here with Dwayne may have actually cost them quite a bit, because aside from that, you know, the Saurus and the Spears and many other units are doing very well, but Dwayne taking that beating right there, as well as the Feral Bastillodon kind of getting worked down, certainly hurts. Now, Ushapti Greatbows over here on the high ground was taking quite a bit of damage for sure. You can see the Feral Cold Ones were able to nibble on those guys. And aside from that, let's see. Balance of Power is Tomb King favored. Lizardmen still do have a ton of infantry and Pterodons, expecting some rock drops here. A lot of the Pterodons are starting to run out of ammo, so now the next logical conclusion for these bad boys is going to be the rock drops of the gods, which of course is one of the stronger aspects of the Lizardmen roster. So this Bastillodon does get hammered by these Skeleton Horsemen. Then there is a follow-up from the Cambrian War Sphinx. That should be enough to break its leadership, and that thing should be running from yeah, the battle for now. We'll see. Balance Power getting more and more Tomb King favored here, as now we just have a Feral Stegodon, which is easily going to be dominated by the Sphinx. Now, if the Lizards had like a critical mass of infantry left, maybe. They have some Saurus Spears over here. The Ushapti summon will be disappearing in about, yeah, just as we look at it, it disappears. And we do get the Pterodons diving in to help with the Manticore summon coming in from the Skink Priest. That is the second Manticore summon, and it is going to be going in after Arkan the Black. Now, this would actually be very strong. If that Manticore could snipe Arkan, you can see it actually immediately pulls the Bounce of Power back, and Arkan is really getting worked on here. Very, very low at 1700 HP, but Arkan does drop a kind of a skeleton summon as he panics here from the big old Manticore. Oh, but the Stegodon's coming in. Oh, the Bastillodon. Oh, he's coming back. He could pin in Arkan, maybe. Looks like he charges through, but Raim is able to grab the Cambrian War Sphinx and turn around and go after that Feral Bastillodon. There it goes. Nice little attack right there. Rampage again, but the Manticore really, really hot on the tail of Arkan the Black. And now the Lizard Infantry is really showing its stripes here as they continue to advance through. You can see the Tomb Guarder about to dissipate, most likely, to the Saurus. Over here, the Skeleton Spearmen, obviously, were losing their fight pretty badly, but I don't know if the Lizards have enough left in the way of infantry. Granted, man, Arkan's taking a beating. Oh, and look at that! The Stegodon coming in as well and ramming him with the Cold Blood, keeping its leadership pretty good. Arkan better watch out. Oh, man, the Lizards coming with a comeback here. Arkan the Black getting absolutely skewered by these dinosaurs. Granted, he is pretty swift on that horse with 76 speed, and the Pterodons don't quite get the perfect surround, so Arkan is able to laugh an evil Necromancer, and he does indeed get away. So, there it goes, man. All right, so Feral Manticore on the hunts. Saurus Spears looking a little bit rough. 32 models here. Of course, they're still rocking that anti-large. Then that never leaves. But I don't know, man. I think that the big Tomb King's monsters are a little bit too healthy at this point. Maybe, just maybe, if they had killed Arkan the Black, there could have been some miracle comeback. Like, you kill Arkan, you get rock drops on the rest of the skeletons, and then you just like attrition out the big monsters with Pterodon surrounds and Saurus Spears and things like that. But I think it's too little, too late per se. And Dwayne Garrock Johnson getting circle beaten and all that sort of good stuff was pretty unfortunate for sure. Not a whole lot you can do about that. And yeah, it's been a good game so far, but it looks like the Dreadlord Arkan the Black probably will be taking the first victory here in this Group G stage. Staff of Nagash is active. That's going to be giving him some nice perks right there. And a Spirit Leech going down on the Skink Priest of Beasts, who's pretty much useless at this point. He's basically dropped all his Manticore summons, and I don't think there's too much left. Yeah, the constructs are too juicy. And the Lizards with that are going to be going to army losses. GG, well played. Arkan the Black just narrowly surviving his first match here. Certainly quite dicey. So we have a donation from Justin W. Just got a new job, so I figured I would share the good fortune. I love the tournaments. And you said a while ago you like hiking. I do. No. Although when I was 19 years old, I went to Utah and I went skiing out there. I can't even remember where, but yeah, I remember it being a pretty beautiful state for sure. But if you have any suggestions, shoot me a message in Discord. Yeah, Arkan cackling for sure. We can do you can just pretend that's Arkan. That'll work. I love that. It's my favorite thing ever. So 1500 on Arkin, not bad from Spirit Leeches. Ushabti Great Bows got shut down. Honestly, Gorok Johnson did a good job with that. He kept those Ushabti Great Bows shackled pretty well. Like 182 and 218 value. That's pretty unheard of for Ushabti Great Bows. That is very poor value on them. But the big monsters carried. 2000 here, 1600 here. Arkin the Black did well. And really, I think if he had been able to keep Dwayne Gorok Johnson alive, you know, and not get caught in that, I think the Lizardmen might have won that. Because Dwayne actually has really good AP, and it's going to take a while for an anti-large monster to kill him on foot. So you can have him there just beating on those big monsters with Sara's support. But I really like the usage of the Clever Girls. I thought that was pretty cool. Segadon did pretty good. Saras, of course, were able to bump and grind through their frontline fights. Yeah, the poor Scar Veteran also took too much damage early. A couple little mistakes. You know, the Scar Vet and Gorok. Aside from that, it was decent. I think we could have seen some rock drops earlier. Kind of nullified the Tomb Guard. They could have been deleted almost right away. Minimizing that 900 something value they got. So just a couple little mistakes, but nothing that can't be corrected for future games. It was a good game for sure. What do you think about an Ultra Fun's Choke Point tournament? Oh my god, no, please. Kyler, I'm too weak. Don't make me cast that. That would just be horrible. Oh my god. It is funny to think about though, for sure. Maybe like a video instead of a whole tournament dedicated to it. Yeah. So if you're playing with the followers of Nagash, you get Fellbats, you get Hex Wraiths, and you also get Crypt Ghouls, which is neat. So you can actually mix those in. In some matchups, that really helps. Like if you're going up against Skaven, it's actually a nice idea to mix in, I would say, a couple Crypt Ghouls, or if you're facing off against Empire, for example, you can use the Hex Wraiths, which are decent against their heavy cavalry. So there you have it. Hey, Turin, do you think the larger Nurgle units will be more powerful, poison, or slowing, or to help them? Yeah. They're going to need something. So how I think Nurgle will work in Game 3 to an extent, like obviously they're going to be slow, but if they just make them too slow, they're just never going to catch any, you know, faster armies like elves. So you need to give them some ways of either slowing things or that, or just super on the other end of the spectrum where when they do catch you, it's really bad. I think that personally Nurgle will be faster than people think because he'll have Poison Warhounds. I think he'll have Chaos Knights. I think his not Pox Riders, but the Drone Riders and all those units will be relatively quick. So I don't think Nurgle, they'll have slow infantry, but I think they'll have some faster mobile support, just or at least normal speed, 66 to 76 speed with which they can use to corral you, would be my 2 cents. Yeah. An Ultra Funds tournament with only Skaven mortars. Oh my god, that just sounds brutal. All right, guys, that is the first match here. Let us go ahead and load into the next one. See what's cracking. A Fellbat Doomstack. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That would be something interesting. All right, so next up, let's go ahead and delete this one because we already casted that. Thanks again for joining today, guys. It's been a fun one. Yeah, they have Plague Drones. They're not like super quick though. Like even in tabletop, they're not like the fastest model, but like Fetid Blow Drones, for example, only have like 10 movement speed, which are pretty much the equivalent for Death Guard, right? But, you know, and then, you know, other units often have 12 to 14 that have, like, the fly ability, so they're a little bit slower. I want a Nurgle Lord to be 10 speed, like, okay, so, like, slower than zombies, but 20k HP. He's like, I'll get you eventually. I'll get you eventually. All right. So next up, let us go ahead and do... I can do this. I'm trying to find one here. Perfect. This one is going to be Marcus Wolfhart facing off against Vlad von Karstein. So let's load in. A tough anvil and a really, really slow hammer. Yeah, they need some spells. Lore of Contagion can have things like that too. Like things that like plague enemy units and slow them down. Like that totally makes sense. Yeah. Do Heralds of Ariel Hawk Riders get Volley of Kurnis in multiplayer? No, they do not, Curtis. That would be super overpowered. All right, guys, so let's load in. Should be quite a bit of fun. Here we are, and let us do battle. So, of course, we haven't seen these armies fighting quite yet. You keep saying Nurgle as slow, but their slowest infantry was equally as quick as Saurus Warriors. Yeah, Lich 109, perhaps I'm kind of thinking more from the spectrum of 40k, because Plague Bearers are very slow. In 40k, they have, like, what, a 4-inch movement? Maybe 5? Is it 4 or 5 inches? I can't quite remember. They're really slow. Whereas most infantry have 6 to 8 inches, depending on Eldar or Space Marines, so... they're marginally slower, but yeah, they could be like Saurus speed. Who knows? So we got Outriders here. We do have Marcus Wolfhart. This is going to be Marcus, led by the Hero of Rome, facing off against Tank of Clan VM, who's coming in with Vlad von Karstein. A very, very fun matchup. Both characters are flying their colors here. We do have the Hunts Marshals Expedition, because in this, there's no point in not playing your subfaction, right? Unless you're... although with the Empire, you do lose things if you play Middenheim, which is pretty funny, but... every Nurgle unit will have a Mortis engine, every single one. Camille, why some streams are live matchups, some are not? Well, because it's very hard to schedule this tournament and the groups. So basically we do them offline for this particular tournament. Jankuya for the donation. Really appreciate that one, man. Jankuya Barzo. So we got Outriders, we got Marcus Wolfhart. Front line's got to be State Troopers mixed in with some Flagellants. Flagellants always a good choice against Undead because they don't break and they allow your other things to do heavy lifting. Silver Bullets in the back, a battle line of Halberds, 4 of them actually, and 2 Demogryph Knights with Halberds to fight Blood Knights and other cavalry units. We also have an Amber Caster with Pan's Pelts and Flock of Doom, and a Life Caster with Earthblood and Regrowth. Now that's a very, very wide spread of Winds of Magic. It could pay off for sure, gives them some diversity, but again, you're investing quite a bit in magic, which you may not have the resources to use, but we'll find out. And that's pretty much it. Now for Tank's army, it's going to be a big old wall of undead stuff. So we do have Skeleton Warriors, more Skeleton Warriors, Zombie Nation. Looks like no quality infantry, not even a single Stearnsman or Graveguard unit. Vlad von Karstein, a Vargulf, and a fair amount of cavalry. So Blood Knights are very meta against Empire. Typically you see 2 to 3 Blood Knights in this matchup. So he brought 2 and also did bring the Chillgeists. Chillgeists are also very meta. Very, very cost effective against Empire heavy cavalry. Hard to kill if you don't allocate magic to them. And they do also have the slowing aura. So if you can catch your opponent in one bad engagement, their bread is going to be seriously buttered. Oliver, loving the stream from Germany and Bavaria. Hope to see it happening in Total War Warhammer 3. It will. Thank you so much and really appreciate that donation. Let's get this party started, Oliver. It's going to be a good time, man. So the dark forces of the Vampire Counts are going to be advancing. We will see how they go. Did I only take a Power Stone and 1 Wizard? It says Hero of Rome. Looks like you got 1 there and you do not have 1 there, which is fine. Not the hugest deal in the world. Marcus getting some good damage though. Outriders, of course, able to poke into that White King. Could perhaps drop a net on this bad boy if he wants to. Granted, I think saving the nets maybe for the cavalry might be a little bit... although, yeah, maybe here just so you don't take the free damage. We do have Silver Bullet support nearby, which is really nice. So yeah, this is good. This is a good net right here. I like that. Although he's got to make sure the Outriders don't line beside him. And some of the Outriders... Oh, the Outriders got friendly fired! Oh, they lost 4! Granted, the White King is going to be escaping the net, but taking some damage, and then the Outriders turn around and shoot. So yeah, not a bad start for the Sons of Sigmar. Able to do a fair amount of damage to that White King. Now the Spearmen going to be moving up. The Vargulf Gorilla just punching through, and oh, the beautiful Scab Scrape. It's so good against Flagellants, man. Does so much damage, bringing down about 300 gold value instantly. Now, Demogryph Knights with Lances, or excuse me, with Halberds, going to be appearing from the back line, going after the Vampire Gorilla. Should be able to do it. And I think there's only 1 Scab Scrape here for this army. No, there's another White King on the far side. So there's probably going to be 1 right down the Tattersoul's hide here in just a moment. You can see Tank is trying to get that bad boy in position. We will see how it goes. And a zombie summon from Vlad, you know, most Vampire Count players want to summon zombies on top of Vampire Cavalry. It really mucks them down and is one of the most annoying things in the game to deal with. So I can expect that Vlad will try and do that. Granted, Vlad isn't as good at doing that. God, the Scab Scrapes are so nasty! Oh my god, look at that. Tattersouls, man. Those guys are just getting buttered up and not really much counterplay. The Empire can't really do much about that. You just kind of have to take it. So, Tattersoul's moving forward. Still will defeat these skeletons quite handedly. They still have a high model count, I believe. Yeah, it looks like we're at 105 right here. Marcus Wolfhart just kind of sitting on the flanks. Not sure what he's shooting at right now. Probably should just sit on the Vargulf, I would imagine, because Vlad is basically obstructed in combat. You're not going to be able to shoot him, so might as well just kind of work on this big boy right here. Or use your Focus Shot or Amber Bow to finish off this White King here. Now, on the far side, we do get a big Flock of Doom going down, if I'm not mistaken, as the Demogryph Knights with Halberds do surge forward to fight the Blood Knights. Granted, maybe a bit of an overextension. So yeah, this is a bit of a misplay here. The Demogryph Knights do overextend, and now they're going to get countercharged by the Blood Knights and Cairn Race, although Hero does pull them back pretty quick, and does use an Awakening of the Wood there, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Demi's got back, so that was a good pullback there. If you had left them, that could have been pretty catastrophic. Granted, you still might get punished for it a little bit, as many of the Demogryph Knight models are stuck on the other side of the formation. But the backfield play is good. The Outriders are getting some solid damage into the Vargulf here. The Silver Bullets are shooting quite happily. And you have Vlad tar pitted in a bunch of Spearmen, which is a good feeling for sure. Yeah, so far so good. The White King getting sniped. And Marcus with the downtown shot, the 360, baby. He probably did a 360 spin. Let's just say he did. And it looks like a net is going to be used on Vlad as well. However, he's partially obstructed by the Spearmen, but the Spearmen are pulled back. Very good control right there. And this is honestly looking pretty good. The cavalry forces for the Vampire Counts are kind of struggling to find a good engagement. I would imagine they're probably going to take the big circuitous route and come around here. But Vlad is getting hammered pretty good, but a nice usage of Tank. Tank uses the Juicy Von Karstein ring to give some fat ward save. And yeah, these Spearmen are not going to hold. They're going to get terror-routed most likely by the Chill guys here. But the Demis do rush in to help them, and another unit of Demis gets ready to party as well. But Vlad, the problem is Vlad could drop a zombie summon on top of them most likely. No, okay. It looks like he's going to drop it here to shut down the Silver Bullets, which is also a decent play. But the demis do pile in. But man, oh man, there's a lot of Vampire Cav here. There's Blood Knights, there's Chillgeist. That is going to be slowing the speed of these bad boys down to 48, so retreat is going to be much tougher. Here you can see the Empire Cav going to be pulling back, and a nice Awakening of the Wood right there. Does tickle the pickle here of these Blood Knights. Certainly a good cast. I mean, that's Value City. Able to hit pretty much all those elite Cav, and now Halberds have piled in, so that should also be helpful. We will see. Nice Amber Bow for Marcus Wolfhart going down on Vlad. Vlad is certainly on death's bed here, and it looks like Hero of Rome is coming off to a very, very strong start, having finished off the White King and also really punishing Vlad von Karstein pretty badly for sure. And honestly, I do consider this matchup to be relatively Vampire Count favored, probably 60-40. Not to say the Sons of Sigmar can't win it, but yeah, so far so good. It's been a good fight. So the Vargulf moving in. The Blood Knight Blob is getting an invocation, it looks like. No, Van Hell's Dance Kebab, and Vlad von Karstein is quite low, but you know, the undead aren't out of this game yet, that's for sure. They still have that nasty cavalry blob. The Demogryph Knights are being forced back into a bit of a scary situation. And aside from the demis, there's not much mass to stop the Vampire Cav blob from really causing a lot of problems. But a really nice net, once again, is going to trap many of them down amongst Halberds and Demogryph Knights and different things like that. But yeah, here comes another charge of the demis. But man, zombie summons are so damn good against Empire Heavy Cavalry. It's got to be one of the stronger tools. Yeah, still a shit ton of Halberds on the battlefield too, though. We have 66 right here. We have 89 right there. There's no Mortis Engine effect, so you will have to kill them the old-fashioned way. And I'm really impressed with how well the demis have been holding this game. 14 models and 20 models right here. Vlad, not Vlad, but the Gorilla is now being sent after your boy Marcus, which is certainly a good call. And I think it's going to be bouncing over to Gorilla punch some of these silver bullets as well. So the Vargulf causing a ton of disruption, and Vlad von Karstein's coming out here as well. Got to be careful. If he's able to reach Marcus, he could probably still cause some problems. Although I think that the Vampire Count Cav blob has been put in a really precarious situation with the demis and the halberds and spears kind of holding them in place. So I think that is maybe the death knell here for the Vampire Counts, considering that there's like no good infantry quality left here. Vlad can certainly heal, but I just don't think there's enough. I mean, there's so many halberds left in State Troopers that they could probably just blob on Vlad von Karstein. They could blob on Vlad all day and probably be okay. I mean, I'm trying to think of a way that there could perhaps be a loss here for the Empire. I mean, if Vlad were able to kill Marcus, maybe get a big AoE invocation healing up Blood Knights himself plus the Vargulf, maybe that would actually be enough for the Vampire Counts to get back in this game for sure. Hard to say, man. Hard to say. Outriders still ripping some nice shots. The Blood Knights and the Cav all pulling back here. Now going to be collapsing onto the Outriders. Might be able to break those guys on impact. We'll see. But the Empire Troopers are moving, man. And Marcus Wolfhart's tanking this like an absolute champion. But of course, Vlad with the hunger is going to be able to heal a little bit here in combat, I would imagine. And he does probably have the von Karstein. He has another item, Blood Drinker, which heals him passively as well. So Vlad is even tougher to kill than your average vampire. And here comes the Cavalry. The Blood Knights down to a very, very low model count. We need to see an invocation probably on these guys. I think that might be the only thing the Vamps could do. He tries to drop his zombie summon on Marcus. But, yeah, going all in here, basically. But, yeah, if there's an invocation, honestly, there could be a really, really nasty comeback. But without an invocation, there's no chance. There's just too many Empire Troopers here, and those guys are way, way too low at this point. So Marcus is going, man. He's running. He's surviving. He's been running from Vlad for the past, like, 4 or 5 minutes, and just doing it well. You know, get knocked over by that Vargulf, but he's like a soccer player faking an injury to escape an actual penalty, and the penalty being Vlad von Karstein. That was always the thing that, not to digress into a rant, but I can never get into football, as it's called everywhere else in the world, and here in America, soccer. I can never get into it because of the flopping. That, like, if that happens in a sport, it, like, instantly triggers me. Just, like, I can't. I actually like playing football or soccer quite a bit. I played in high school and also played in college a bit. But, man, the flopping, like, in professional soccer, it's just so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. I'm sure you guys can agree. It's just brutal. Anyways, here, it is the last stand of the Vampire Counts. One White King fully surrounded, and he is on a horse, which means the Halberds and the Jade Wizard here. There's Davy Crockett and the Jade Wizard. Those guys going hard here. Are going to be able to get up there doing their flying leap attacks. I love how so many animations are just shared. Like the Sparta kick right there from the Jade Wizard. It's so funny. Or the Amber Wizard, yeah, but now he's broken. And at this point, Marcus has enough ammo that even if he's getting chased, you know, he could just rip shots. And I think Vlad, 40 speed? Marcus has 43 because he does have an ability which augments his speed when he's being chased here. So we could do a little bit of fast forwarding at this point. Could see some scabs grates, but Vlad's at his healing cap. The Vargulf is getting grinded down. Yeah, you can see here the White King is on death's bed. Usually in Vlad games, you need to do a little bit of fast forwarding if he's on the losing end, because it takes him like 45 minutes to die and get to army losses. But this is on fast forward right now. We've literally been through like a minute. And that Vargolf and Vlad are just tanking this like champs. What an insane comeback that would be. But it looks like, look at that, Karstein ring against army losses, making it super rough. Super rough. Yeah. GG, well played. It's real damage. The soccer players are being attacked. No, so basically got by flopping, I mean like faking an injury to get an advantage. So like, you know, the player won't even touch the other player, and then he like does a dramatic fall on the ground, and like then like as soon as he gets the penalty he's looking for, he just gets up, he's totally fine, no injury. That pisses me off so much. Yeah, taking a dive. It's like, oh, when I see that in soccer, it just makes my blood boil, dude. I can't handle it. Yeah, NBA does it too. I'm not a big fan of NBA. I never played basketball, so I never, you know, was super into it. But yeah, taking a dive in any sport, man, it's just like, I can't. It triggers me so much. Anyways, and now here we are. Marcus Wolfhart certainly did well. So currently in this pod, Marcus and Arkin have both won a game, and Vlad and Gorok Johnson have both lost a game. So 1-1 and 0-1 and 0-1. Yeah. It's called diving. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's just like, I can't handle it, dude. It's done to get an advantage. Like, it even happened because, and it's interestingly enough, I played soccer in high school, and like I said, I played a little bit of a league soccer in college, and there wasn't that much diving in like my high school leagues. It doesn't seem like they care as much. It's because there's not as much on the line, you know. So they don't like decide, like they don't do that. I mean, it did happen a couple times, and oh god, it's just like I can't do it. All the sports, if I watch a player, yeah, no, it didn't happen too much in high school soccer. Yeah. You see, I think Cyber Pansy, I think that's a good idea. Like if a player is rolling on the ground, writhing in pain in soccer or football, and they're like, oh, you know, I'm so injured, give me a penalty, they should be removed from the pitch for like 10 minutes. Like take them off, be like, okay, you're injured, go recover on the sidelines, dude. It's called diving. Yeah, if they take a dive, I think they should be taken off the pitch for 10 minutes. That would be like, then people wouldn't do that bullshit as much. Yeah. Anyways, so 2,300 value on Marcus. Casters did pretty good. Demogryph Knights, of course, carried with 1,000 and 1,400. Silver Bullets, 2,200, man. The handgunner play is really a beaut here. He was able to get a lot of good damage, killing that mounted White King very, very early, and then rallying them in the late game as well was quite nice. Yeah, cool builds by both players. It's a hard matchup for the Empire, and he was able to do it, man, which was very impressive. Against a very, very good Vampire Count player. Very, very solid indeed. I had a high school soccer coach who said, if they flop, make sure you get your money's worth. Flying Dutchman says, Turin, you Americans are both too sportsmanlike and quite outdated when it comes to your views on football. Sweepers aren't used anymore in modern football. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not going to argue with you there, man. I always love like the fervor that we have here in America when soccer or football season. God, it's so confusing. Like, yeah, when soccer season comes around and like the World Cup happens and everyone's like, oh yeah, we love soccer. Then we just get like eliminated in the first round. They're like, all right, screw soccer. We're going back to football. Oh man. Yeah. Well, Nathan Callan, if the player, so Nathan, you're saying you could penalize a legitimately injured player. That's the risk. Well, if they're legitimately injured, they should probably be taken off the field for 10 minutes anyways. So it doesn't really matter, right? Like there's no risk to that in my opinion. Yeah. All right. Next match. Let's do it. Intro graph. And let's have some fun. Thanks again for joining, guys. It's been a fun one. So far, the group has had some Dwayne Gorok Johnson, some Marcus, some Vlad. We're living the good life. All right. Looks good. I know, football and American. Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. Yeah, no, we have a really, really like strong women's football team. They handle business. They do not mess around. Connor, for sure. For sure. It was like that at my high school too. Like in my high school, our men's soccer team was terrible. I was on it. We were pretty terrible. And our women's team was really, really good. Like they were the Terminators. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just how it is here in the States. Yeah. All right. So next we're going to have a very spooky battle. We're going to have the Followers of Nagash facing off against the Vampire Council. It's going to be Rain versus Tank. Ark in the Black against Vlad von Karstein. So, I seriously cannot believe Vlad lost that. Oh yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm sure it goes both ways when it comes to people assuming they're faking injuries. Yeah, I know. It's just when it's very blatant though, it just it just haunts me. When is Skarsnik going to make an appearance? Soon. I think Skarsnik just actually finished his group stage. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's hard to say. All right, guys, let's do it. It's time. The next matchup, it's going to be the Tomb Kings, or I should say the Followers of Nagash, facing off against ya boy Vlad. So Vlad coming off a loss here. Now, if Vlad von Karstein does lose this game, then he will not be advancing. That's going to be game blouses, and Vlad will be sent back to the Shadow Realm, and Manfred will, I'm sure, cackle at his failures here. So we will see. Now for the build here of Tank, he's going to be coming in with, wow, a lot of Graveguard Great Weapons. That's actually quite interesting for sure. So it looks like we got 3 of those in total. No, 4 Graveguard Great Weapons. Now I'm curious about the Great Weapon pick against Tomb Kings. Typically you would think that the shielded variant would be better at trading with their infantry, but maybe he wants to bring the Great Weapons to more effectively, or at least bring some supplemental armor piercing against the big monsters. Yeah, it's the reason why it's always this map is because in the group stages, I gave the players 3 map choices, and each player is allowed to ban 1, so it seems like everybody wanted to play on Pillar of Bone. The other maps are Oakenhammer and Altorf Outskirts, which are both really good maps, but it seems like nobody wanted to play on those. So, yeah, weird stuff, man. Weird stuff indeed. So it's going to be Graveguard Great Weapons. We do also have Vlad von Karstein. We have a White King. Over here on the far side, we have Double Blood Knight, but this is a really, really cool build. Yeah, this is neat, man. Like, how many Graveguard Great Weapons? Yeah, he's got 4 Graveguard plus the Stearnsmen on the far side. That is a heavy metal vampire count front line, man. And now for the forces of the Tomb Kings, who are currently 1-0. So he's won his first game. Vlad has lost his first game. So Vlad, like I said, on the ropes. If you lose 2, you're pretty much eliminated and you will not be advancing in this tournament. We got Tomb Guard Halberds. We do have some Crypt Ghouls in the front, so you can see the Crypt Ghouls getting mixed in. Skeleton Archers in the secondary with a Light Caster, so he does have nets, so he can net down any number of targets. For example, netting down a Graveguard, shooting it with all 3 of your archers can kill it quickly, actually, with the Blessed Legion. Spears in the back, Sneaky Snakes as well, and double Hexwraith. Very, very cool for sure. Hexwraiths, in terms of how they would trade against Blood Knights, I'm not quite sure. Blood Knights, of course, I think might still win it, depending on who gets the charge and all that stuff, but that's going to be hard to kill. Oh, yes. I can imagine, darling. I can imagine. One of the local creatures here. All right, guys. And now the battle is underway, and the Vampire Counts are going to be advancing on with their Graveguard Great Weapons. The zombies are going to be the first wave to press in. Granted, I think I would just move the zombies out of the way and let the Graveguard pile in first. Although you could let the zombies kind of soften them up. Vlad going to be leading the charge. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Vlad von Karstein is originally from Nehekara, correct? Wasn't he, from the same place as Ark in the Black? Did they know each other in lore? I'd actually be quite curious. Now, Vlad is going to go in. There's going to be Scab's Grace, 100% from the White King, and there's 100% also going to be a zombie summon from Vlad, probably on top of the Blessed Legion if he can reach them. We'll see. And now the focus fire is coming into full effect, and you can see the Graveguard Great Weapons are getting melted because their armor is being sundered. They're down to 60 armor. A really nice Scab's Grace, though, does go through those Tomb Guard Halberds. Doesn't do as much. They do have some armor, so it's not as bad as like State Troopers or anything like that, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Second Scab's Grace going back, melting those Skeleton Archers, while the zombie summon on top of these ones might actually be able to crumple them. And 1 unit of the Graveguard does get very heavily focused, but not too bad considering. Vlad has really gotten to the front line and put some work here into these bad boys, and now the Graveguard are moving in to fight their respective fights. And the Stearnsmen coming up on the top side of the battlefield. Stearnsmen, one of the tougher. Vlad is from Lamia. Okay, got it. We got some lore folks in here letting us know what's up. Thank you, guys. Look how effective that damn zombie summon is, though. Like, 1 zombie summon just basically kills these Skeleton Archers outright. Like, they are gonna die from 1 zombie summon, as long as it's, like, right on top of them. Now, the Hexwraith and Vlad going to be intercepting the Stearnsman blob over here. And Hexwraiths, I believe, do have good AP values and also do fire damage. So they will actually be exceptional against the Stearnsman. Yeah, look at that. That is a lot of damage. Blood Knights are charging in, but up on the high ground, Raim is able to use Ark in the Black to block. Really nice play. He blocks the Blood Knight charge using a Skeleton Summon, forcing them back. And yeah, man, the Hexwraiths a really good counterplay against the Stearnsman. Able to do some beautiful work. But look at this. Actually, a net going down on the Blood Knight. So the Tomb Kings I thought would want to pull back and play defensively here, but they're piling forward with their sepulchral stalkers and their cavalry, really looking to take a fight against these bad boys. Now on the front line, you can see the Graveguard Great Weapons absolutely massacre the front, and they should be piling in relatively soon. Yes, now you can see they're moving back there. And that's going to be the problem. Though the Blood Knights might have some problems versus the numbers and Arc in the Black and the Death Magic and all these different variables here. The big issue being is that there's this inexorable force of undead infantry and Graveguard and just these other assets, but a nice surround there. He's able to get the Hex Race up and around the back, surrounds the Blood Knights. Blood Knights, without the charge, it's going to take them some time to kill Hex Rates considering they don't have magic damage. So really this is probably favored for the followers of Nagash here. Spirit Leech going down on the Blood Knights as well. But the problem being, like I said, will he be able to handle the amount of Graveguard and Vlad that are still left on the battlefield? And Vlad and company doing very well. Graveguard are pretty much massacring everything they can. And a really nice Scab Scrape. That one looked like it was going to miss, but it does pull across here and goes after the Skeleton Spearmen, leads them to crumbling. Certainly feels quite good. A little bit of an unfortunate kite here. These Graveguard are trying to catch these skeletons, but the skeletons are a little bit faster, which is hilarious. 27 speed. Man, Graveguard are so freaking slow. I forgot that they only had 27 speed. That is like a potato, man. That is certainly a potato indeed. So Hex Race getting Liber Mortis. Maybe, you know, obviously when your opponent picks the followers of Nagash, it's like you don't see them often, so you can get surprised by the Hex Wraith, right? This is a big like curveball being thrown here at the Blood Knights up on the high ground, who normally would be very dominant in the Tomb Kings matchup. There's nothing that can really threaten them in the mobile game like this. But in this case, with the Hex Race and Arcane and just all this death magic just wearing them down, these Blood Knights are having a really, really bad time. But on that same note, one Hex Wraith is, you know, crumbling down, probably will dissipate here. Sepulchral Stalkers are quite beat up, and these Hex Wraiths are very low as well. So it's not like it's been a completely one-sided affair up on the high ground there, which is, you know, pretty interesting. So again, still chasing. Graveguard are hunting down these skeleton archers. One dog of some sort, whether it be like a direwolf or, you know, Fellbat, would be so useful for shutting down these archers. And yeah, Crypt Ghouls getting karate chops, of course, by the Graveguard with Great Opens. No surprises there. These bad boys are up to 92 kills. Handling both Tomb Guard Halberds and Crypt Ghouls while being poisoned. Certainly quite a feat for those undead champions there. Graveguard or Turin's graphics cards, what's slower? Probably my graphics card. My computer is like 4 or 5 years old now. I got it at the end of 2015. So yeah, I need to update. Man, time flies, dude. I remember that. I remember streaming in my apartment, or room, I should say, in Northern California when I first started the channel. I looked back at one of those streams recently. I was like, oh man, I was so skinny and healthy looking. Hey, Doc Hey, he says, this format is great, keep it going, and consider Generic Lord Tournament next. Jenkuya for the 98 Zlotus, my friend. That is a very generous donation, and I will consider doing a Generic Lord Tournament. Granted, it would probably just be like a best of 3 tournament where they can only use basic lords. But then like Norska just sucks, because Norska only has like the Marauder Chieftain, so yeah, it's tricky. I will be upgrading soon. Yeah, 100%. I'm going to. I want to upgrade as close as possible to Total War Warhammer 3, so I can make sure to get the most up-to-date technology for that game. So once we get a release date for Warhammer 3, I'll like plan my new computer and have it before Game 3 comes out. Yes, that's my game plan. So the battle continues to rage on, but you can see the Graveguard blob is just moving in, man, and the Hex Race got grinded down. The Graveguard with Great Weapons just moving through everything, and Vlad von Karstein is still super healthy. It looks like a Nushapti summon was used in the back to try and get some value on Vlad, but Vlad gives no shits, man. He's just holding like an absolute champ, and yeah, this is looking like it's going to be Vampire Count's probably taking this one. I just don't see Arc in the Black being, you know, enough of a beat stick to work through all this Graveguard armor. And the Graveguard armor really coming into play here as they have the armor piercing against the Stalkers, and the Skeleton Summons are really the only thing holding it together. And with that, Vlad von Karstein is going to be claiming victory here in this second match. So Vlad is 1-1. The followers of Nagash are also 1-1. So both of them are on the brink of elimination. If they lose a game to Gorok Johnson or Marcus Wolfhart, who we saw win the first game there, they could easily be eliminated. So, yeah, brain fart in the sentence. I know there's always brain farts. I know. I know. We're going hard. Hey, thank you again for the donation, man. Really appreciate that. Dziękuję bardzo. And let's take a look at some value here. Hex Race got 1,200, 1,400. Pretty damn good. Probably better than the Blood Knights. Blood Knights got 1,200 and 800. So that was, that almost makes me think, like, if my opponent is picking Vampire Counts, like, I can see some builds where you, like, rush the Vampire Counts, right? So let's say... you know, before the next match, let's actually go and theory craft a build for that. No, the Hex Race actually did well. They earned chevrons. They did better than the Blood Knights. The issue was the infantry. And plus against like Sternsmen, they do fire damage. Hex Race also do fire damage against Vargulfs. Like there seems to be a lot of cool tech for Hex Race in this matchup. I used to live in San Jose, Leo. Yeah, I lived in San Jose, right by the Sharks Arena. Yeah. Aside from that, though, yeah, it was more or less like an infantry massacre. The archers also got shut down because the infantry couldn't hold, and Scab's Grace were super effective there. But I really liked that tech from Rame. I thought that was quite neat. It almost makes me want to like give it a try. I have yeah, I'll definitely run it past you guys. When I do decide to upgrade my computer, I'll make a community post, and if you guys have suggestions on equipment when the time comes, yeah, we can do it to it. But that is a lot of infantry to get through, man. And they all won their fights. Like, every single one of them. White Kings did pretty good. Vlad did okay. Scab's great. No, I mean, Hex Rays still do take a bit of damage from Blood Knights. The anti-large bonus really helps in the Blood Knights. But it's, yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool. Right, you grew up in Sacramento, went to UCSC for undergrad. Very cool. I went to Cal State University, Channel Islands for my bachelor's. Back in the day. Oh, stretching it out, man. Yeah, I'm sure I would wager we'll get Warhammer 3 in like November, like this year, like sometime around then. Yeah, September, November. Like, that sounds pretty good. I mean, they could, if they need to delay it, maybe we'd see it, like, and push it way back. Like, I don't know, maybe a Christmas release? That seems a little late, though, but maybe? I don't know. Yeah, an Xmas release could be good, too. I mean, that would be fun. I would prefer to get it, like, if we got it earlier, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we got it in, like, August? And then they could, like, do the first DLC in Christmas time? That would be, like, just such a treat. All right. So let us go ahead and load into the next match. We've had a couple games so far. That was, make sure I get the right game. That was Rame versus the followers from Gash. Yes, that's the right one. A Kielbasa stream. I don't know. I gotta talk to the guys. See if they want to do like a Kielbasa FFA stream, kind of like the hot dog one. Yeah, something to think about. Spice says 2021 sounds like Christmas to me, especially because the teaser hints at okay. So it could be a Christmas release. Nothing says Christmas. Like, well, Nurgle is often associated with Demons of with Christmas. Like whenever Games Workshop does promotions with around Christmas time, it's like basically they dress up Nurgle like Santa Claus and have him give out gifts, you know, on all the promotional things and all that sort of good stuff. So. Do you think Khorne will get an orc type mechanic in the campaign where they can imbue certain magic aspects into their weapons and armor? I don't know about that. I don't think so. No. I mean, I don't know how Khorne works that well, though. I know how Nurgle works relatively because I play some Nurgle stuff in tabletop, but I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe they could, like, the Bloodletters could... Bloodletters always have those swords, though. I don't think they ever wield axes. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's do the next match here. So next up, we will have Dwayne Grok Johnson facing off against the Empire. So we go from the dead facing the dead to the living facing the living. Yeah, Greenskins are also a Christmas faction too. Nurgle is often like in their Christmas promotions though, yeah. How many hours does my Warhammer 2... It has a lot, not as much as Legend of Total War. I think he had the most of like most of the content creators. I think when somebody asked him, I can check for you though. You have to remember too, for a lot of content creators, like we just leave our game on, and like when we're also recording, that takes into a play. So a large portion of the hours put in isn't, 4,300 hours. But I would say a massive portion of that is recording. You know, instead of like I don't play as much as most people do, simply because of my hands. So a lot of it is just recording and things like that. So. How will they bounce Khorne when they hate magic? Khorne is probably going to get like a runic magic system. So they'll get something like the Dwarven runes or the Cain magic that you see with the, Gaze of Cain and all that stuff. They're going to get like a runic support system. Like their Herald will probably have buffs you know, that are on cooldown, just like runes. Antonio, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate that. Somebody in chat, so before we get started with this next match, somebody was asking for my Nexus page. So if you're looking to pre-order Warhammer 3 and also support my channel, if you pre-order it from the link I just provided you, I get a small portion, and obviously you guys, it just gives you a Steam key, so you can pre-order that bad boy there. I'm a little bit late to the party, I know, but I just learned it through the power of technology. All right, guys, let's do it. Next match. And here we go. Local recording. Here it is, guys. Dwayne Garrock Johnson facing off against the Hunts Marshall's Expedition. A very thematic battle indeed. Indeed. Adrian, sorry to bother turn, but what does the... So basically, if you pre-order the game, there's going to be like some sort of a faction that you get, like Vampire Coast or Tomb Kings beforehand, I guess. Yeah. All right, now on to the match here. For the Lizards, we do have Chameleon Skinks in the front. Looks like 3 of them. Chameleon Skinks are good in every single matchup. Super annoying against the Sons of Sigmar too. Handgunners and Huntsmen and Crossbowmen can't really kill them efficiently. They can shoot your heavy cavalry and slow them down. And Empire heavy cavalry is already very slow. So if you poison Empire Knights, they're down to like 50 speed. It just is such a drag for sure. So Dwayne did lose his first game. So Dwayne is currently looking to get his first win here in the series. Now, if Marcus wins, he pretty much auto advances here. So this is definitely a lot on the line here for the Lizards. We got Coldland Riders and Coldland Spear Riders into the sunset, and they honestly trade pretty good against Empire Heavy Cav. So we have, wow, 6 in total. No, 7. It's a mixture of the Spear Riders and the basic Riders, because you can't just bring 7 of the same one. So that's that. We got Garrock Johnson. We have a Manticore Summoner. Pretty standard stuff. Granted, I think you should always bring a second spell, because 2 Manticore Summons are not going to use all your Winds of Magic. You should always bring a Flock of Doom as well, or another cheap spell, because in this case, he's going to get punished for this. He'll just summon 2 Manticores, and then he'll have like 20 Winds of Magic left, and we'll have nothing to do with it, which is a little bit of a shame. Hey, Nick, thank you for the donation. Ruben, Beastman, and I have no idea. No idea, Ruben, but I really do appreciate the donation. I'd love to see Dawi get some love, but, you know, for some reason, I just feel like they're not going to get anything. But I would love to see the Dawi get the business. And now for the Sons of Sigmar, State Trooper front line. No, not State Troopers, a Fanatic front line, man. We got Marcus coming in with the Volkmars people. We got a ton of Flagellants here, a little bit of flank skirmishing coming in from some Huntsmen on the formation. But this is where Chameleon Skinks become so damn good. They can just kind of screen you out and poke, and it's super obnoxious. Marcus Wolfhard, of course, up in the vanguard, being chased by heavy cavalry. We do have a Grey Wizard, Gandalf the Grey, looking to perhaps cast some juicy pendulums. So it looks like we do get a Melkoth going down to the Chameleons, actually, and a net from Marcus as well. Could this be a big pendulum? Oh, this would be so good. Oh, God, don't blue ball us. Oh, here it comes, baby. The Pendulum of Sigmar. That's going to be really nice. Nice one right there. That really tore through those guys. But Pendulum did get nerfed recently, so old Pendulum would have done a lot more damage. Now in the front, the Huntsmen are being chased down by the Coldland Spear Riders pretty badly. Hammer the Witches blasting into the Coldland Riders in the distance, and now State Troopers are moving forward to plug the gap here, while Spearmen and Empire Knights do charge into the Coldland Riders. This will be a win for the Empire here on this side of the battlefield, as the spear buffering really does mitigate the damage of those Coldland Riders. So now Flagellants against Saurus, a very, very messy affair. Here on the flank, these Skinks are screening out a lot of value, and this is why Chameleon Skinks are so good. These Huntsmen are just being forced to run from a much cheaper unit, and these Outriders just aren't able to get any shots. A lot of the Empire army is kind of sitting over here, not as involved in the battle. I think these Spearmen probably need to make their way over here, because I can see this Empire position being overwhelmed. There's nothing back here defending this cannon right now, so basically the Coldland Spear Riders of Dwayne Garrock Johnson, though taking some damage on the approach, will be able to kind of weave through the seam here and really cause some serious problems and maybe shut down that Hammer the Witches. Now, Manticore Summon coming out from that Beast Caster, and it is going after Marcus Wolfhard. Marcus is 69 leadership, that's what she said, and is being hunted down by the Feral Manticore. And also Dwayne Garrock Johnson is... I should get a button for That's What She Said. Oh, that'd be good. I gotta do that. We'll do that, guys. Consider it done. Before the next stream, it will be so. Marcus has gotten pretty lucky so far. Good juking from Hero of Rome. I think he's running in circles to make it harder for that Manticore to actually hit him. But this is where things get very messy in the front. The overwhelming number of cavalry were able to get past, because like I said, there's a lot of spears and extra support here on the far side. So that left the main battle line a little bit vulnerable. Now, the Hammer of the Witches is going to be shut down. These Empire Knights could certainly turn around, but it looks like they're going to be eating a charge here from these Coldland Riders. And now the Bounce of Power is getting more and more favor for the Lizards. Nice little Amber Bow shot right there is able to pop Dwayne Garrock Johnson. But the Feral Manticore, man, just doing a number on Marcus Wolfhard. Feral Manticores very, very strong here. And you can see that the old Manticore, man, it's got a little punch left in him. Could actually break Marcus before all is said and done. And the Lizard front line, the Saurus, of course, do outtrade the Flagellants. Flagellants won't break, and they do give some damage back, but they do lose that fight, which makes sense. Saurus are quite a bit more expensive, so yeah, they're holding pretty well by Empire standards. And the Empire Knights here, of course, do lose in combat to Coldon Riders due to the armor-piercing differential. Typically, Empire Knights want to be fighting with like Spearmen and troops like that, just to make sure they have the proper support. So some Spearmen are rushing forward. If we're looking around at what the Empire really has going for it, there's some Outriders left, some Zentler's Reichsguard here, which I did not notice earlier. Marcus Wolfheart was able to survive that. And the balance of power does kind of pull back into the center as the Manticore Summon does disappear. Some nice downtown fire here from the Outriders. Outriders certainly a very good tool against the Lizardmen heavy cav. They're much faster with 84 speed, good armor piercing. You can see, man, those Coldon Riders are getting picked off in droves. You can see their models are just dropping like flies here as these Empire Spearmen are broken. So the last of the Flagellants, 34 of these bad boys fighting. The second Manticore Summon is active, and I would imagine that heat-seeking missile is going to be going after your boy Marcus here. Oh, a nice little pendulum going down, able to kind of tickle the pickle of those guys. But yeah, this is going to be a big problem here, guys. The Manticore Summon is coming. Marcus Wolfheart's like, oh god, Manticore. You know, if he could actually rampage that Manticore before it gets to him and it attacks something else, that would actually be pretty strong. Although, yeah, I think it's going to get in there. Oh, very, very nice net right there. Buys him a little bit of time, but that's what's unfortunate. Is like, you're forced to use a net to survive, but the Manticore Summon will last far longer than your net and will still keep hunting you down, right? Which is a big problem. Outriders do take a charge here. A little bit of a mistake. Of course, they get caught and rode down by the Coldon Spear Riders, taking heavy casualties on impact. And I just don't see what the Empire can really do here. We have some Huntsmen, we have some Empire Knights. I think one of the bigger issues was the fact that the Empire battle line was kind of disconjointed in some ways. I think some of the Spearmen and other troops should have been back behind the cannon, because there wasn't, like, with the amount of Lizardmen cavalry, of course you can't know that's coming, but if the cannon could have been kept online longer, kept pounding into the cavalry, the spears screening out the Coldon Riders with Empire Knight support, a little bit of a tighter formation, it would have made it harder for the Chameleon Skinks to get value, and at the end of the day, I think that will cost them the game. But it was a well-played match, for sure. Certainly scary. Dwayne Garrock Johnson and the Lizard People able to claim some victory. So Dwayne is 1-1. Marcus is 1-1. Pretty much everyone in this group is right now. So this is certainly a very, very evenly matched pod here. All right. Ruben, thank you again for your donation, man. Beastmen and what else? For our potential DLC. Beastmen, I would love to see dwarves. I don't know. Beastmen, who else could you have them fight? No more Skaven, please. No more Skaven. Yeah, I have no idea. I really don't. Like, who could it be? Warriors of Chaos, maybe Beastmen and Norska could get into it, but that, like, I feel like Norska and Warriors of Chaos are going to get updated in Game 3, so I don't know, man. Oh, Hero of Rome, it's not a problem, man. Your build was fine, I think. I think you just needed to kind of stay closer to your cannon with your extra Spearmen. Like a more of a tight play. Yeah, it's hard to say. It was a well-played match to both of you guys. So Dwayne didn't do a whole lot. Dwayne only got 200 value or something, but he survived. It was really the cavalry. And nothing got like insane value, right? It's just like the width and the Chameleon Skinks being annoying. I like this build. I love the Flagellant battle line, man. Sigmar Suns, I think, are a little bit better than a Flagellant. Like, if you could find a way to mix them in. They trade much better against Saurus because their stats are way higher. They're like in the 40s. I do actually appreciate Huntsman in this matchup, too. Yeah. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff, Skaven versus Skaven. Final DLC, Beastmen versus Vampires. That would be weird. That would be very strange. Yeah. All right, guys. Let us go. Prepare for the next match. The die is cast. Middenheim DLC, that'd be badass, dude. Beastmen versus Toddbringer. Dude, if they brought in like a Middenheim subfaction DLC, I would have such an erection. Oh, I'd be full mast. Full mast. Instantly, dude. All right. So we had Garrock Johnson versus the Hunts Marshals Expedition. So now we have 2 more matches left in this group stage. And everyone here is more or less has the same record. They've all won 1 and lost 1, which is pretty funny how that all worked out. So our next 2 matches are going to be Garrock Johnson against the Vampire Counts, and then we also have the Hunts Marshals Expedition against hang on a sec. Didn't we already? Did I delete the wrong one? I think I did. Hold on. I gotta go get that other one back. Curse the Baggins. Alright, so we get that. I think I deleted the wrong one. It's fine. So we have Gorok Johnson versus Vlad von Karstein here. So let's load into that one. We'll go from there. Yeah, we still have Tomb Kings versus Empire. That's the one I have to go find. We haven't seen that, right? We haven't seen Tomb Kings versus Empire. I do not believe we have. Beastmen, I mean, if they just give Beastmen Fred a DLC that's like what they did to the Greenskins, everyone will be happy. Everyone would be happy. Ooh, you know, a Dark Elf Rakarth versus Beastmen DLC could be really cool. Like giving like the Dark Elves like a... Yeah, that could be really neat. Although, didn't we already get like a High Beastmaster and like a, you know, all that kind of stuff? I don't know. If anything, Rakarth would probably be like a free LC. Yeah. I would say. Professor Pone in chat says Creative Assembly is going to hard troll us and pre-order faction is going to be the Halflings. I would actually really, really enjoy the Halflings. That would be really funny. The Beastmen are patched out of the game. They just get removed. Oh my god, that would be such a meme. All right, guys, here we are. Let's load into the next match. On the dreaded Pillar of Bone. We have the Vampire Counts facing off against the Lizardmen, so you can expect some big monsters, I would imagine. So for Tank's army here, we do have Crypt Horrors. It looks like we got 2 of those. We do also have the double Vargulf. Yeah, a lot of mass there. Vargulfs are super effective. I find that they trade really, really well with pretty much all the anti-large monsters of the Lizardmen, so we got 2 of those. On top of that, we do have a battle line of the Graveguard with great weapons and zombies. Oh, also, guys, I got some good news. For anyone who missed the faction war, I was able to basically talk to a tech person at YouTube, so I'm going to be able to download the faction war. It's like, it has some weird stuck on processing, but it still gives me the download option. So I'm going to be able to download the faction war and re-upload it as a video. So I'll probably put that up this weekend on Sunday. So you guys will be able to see the last weekend's faction war in all its glory. I'm just going to download it, which is cool because I might actually edit out some of the filler in between matches, so it just goes like straight to business. Yeah. So it will be coming for anyone who did miss that. All right, guys. So yeah, Tank really likes his Graveguard great weapons, it would appear. It looks like he has another 4 of those. Now, against Lizards, they're actually quite good. They defeat Saurus, and they also trade very effectively with Temple Guard. In the back, we do have a Necromancer here and Vlad von Karstein, and that's it. Now, for Dwayne Grok Johnson, we have a shit ton of Pterodon Riders. Looks like there's going to be 4 of those bad boys. And here in the battle line, for the Lizards, it's going to be Saurus. We got some spears. We do have some anti-infantry monsters that Stegodon and Dwayne really need to kill those Graveguard. We have a single solar engine to shoot the Vargulfs, and more Saurus spears here in the back of the map, just kind of chilling in the forest. I know, I'm happy. So I'm able to download it now. It's still stuck on, there's like a processing bug, so I can't like publish it properly, but I can download it and then re-upload it. The filler is the best part. I could just leave it. I'll do a poll and see what people want to do. I know, it was a really good faction war too, super fun. So we do have a little bit of a battle over here. Vlad actually using Dance Macabre on these Fellbats, look at that. And using Invocation of Nehek to make them trade more effectively against the Pterodon Riders. And they are doing some good damage, mind you. The other Fellbats here, of course, getting massacred. I don't know if that Invocation, and he used Dance Macabre and Invocation on a Fellbat. I don't know if that's worth it. I really don't feel like it is, but nonetheless, it happened, man. Although, yeah, those Fellbats are holding, but they're inevitably going to lose, and you're kind of just giving more resources that direction, in my opinion, so a little bit hard to say. Now, the Lizard people have the dreaded, I don't even know what to call this, a box or something or other. You should put your affiliate link in your show more information. I will. Yeah, I'm really bad at promoting myself and and doing all that fancy stuff on YouTube, so I'm trying to get better at that, so. Yeah, the Fellbats did okay. So, okay, that was about 700 gold worth of Fellbats. And in terms of damage accrued, they probably got about 300 or 400 value in total, plus 2 spells out, which I don't think... No, Carter, it's more than that. Yeah, it's more than that. For sure, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The Dino Diamond. Yeah, this is like, it looks like an open mouth. Right? I'm trying to think what else it kind of looks like. Yeah, it kind of looks like a diamond too, a little bit. It's got something going. So the Pterodons are flying overhead, and now they're sniping the Necromancer. So this is a very, very rough start for Tank, for sure. He lost the Fellbats, he lost 2 spells, but that was his own doing. And now he's going to be losing this support Necromancer, which is not a big deal. I mean, he has no spells on him. This thing probably costs like 500 gold, so at the end of the day, it's not too bad. For the Lizard people to really, really win this, though, their rock drops are going to have to be quite good because the Vampires do have a huge advantage in the infantry fight. And the frontline fighting is underway. So the Vargulfs do charge in. They gorilla pound a couple Saurus, and then they pull back. And the Graveguard are finally going to be reaching here, while the Vampire Gorillas just go back and forth. A really nice Solar Engine shot, though. Quite nasty. Skin cohorts here are also very useful. Having 2 of them in the middle will give you some consistent, basically poison poke. And, those cohorts can do some really, really, I believe in lore that's called the Great Maw. The T-Rexagon. Oh, I love that! The T-Rexagon! Poison zombies with 18 speed. Yeah, pretty funny stuff. Now, Stegos do get in there, and the Stegodon, of course, is an excellent anti-infantry monster. Dwayne Gorok Johnson also ready to shield bash these guys. And Gorok just looks straight up out of that, haggard 90s dinosaur cartoon. You remember that one? The really creepy one with, the practical effects? He totally looks like one of the characters from that show. Dwayne's got to be careful, though. Vlad is a very powerful duelist as well and has access to healing, whereas Dwayne does not. So the healing could be a big factor there. But Vlad has been taking a sweet time. I don't know why he isn't with the main army, but nonetheless, you can see how one-sided the Graveguard is. Yeah, it did kind of look like Oathgold, didn't it, Morton? But Master Beguilement going down, very, very good usage there to help those guys win. Vlad definitely needs to get involved. He's a little bit kind of late to the party, like I said. He needs to move up. Although it looks like he's kind of just letting his Graveguard do their thing, and he's taking a very conservative approach. Now, this is a bit of a misplay here from the Lizards. If the Vampires were to react very quickly and get us around and stagger the Stegodon, that would be disastrous. That would pretty much be a free kill. But it looks like the Stegodon is able to get back. The Lizards do also pop the juicy Cold Blood to keep that guy fighting. And, man, Tank is one of the few players I really see on the Vampire accounts using Von Hell's Dance Kebab quite a bit. It does give an AoE buff of melee attack. It's pretty much like Barona's Time Warp. It's literally the same thing. But you have to overcast Von Hell's, which is something. Zombie Summon going down to the back on top of the Bastillodon to try and keep it from shooting. Now Vlad has made his way into the back line, while the Graveguard and their inexorable grind continues. Ammunition running very low for the Pterodon Riders. So they are, of course, picking off the Cryptors here relatively well, but they're going to be out of ammo soon. And the infantry fight, like I said, is going very, very well. We have the double Vampire Gorilla back here, and the Vampire Gorillas are putting some okay damage on the Bastillodon, but they do turn around and go after the Stegodon, which I think is better, because killing the Stegodon removes the anti-infantry capabilities of the Lizardmen army. Saurus will lose handedly in combat to Graveguard, even with the great weapons. Probably even worse, because the AP against the Saurus is actually somewhat useful. But this Stegodon is getting absolutely pimp slapped by these Gorillas, not having a good time. Vlad getting in there as well with his new and improved armor piercing. It's a pretty close battle, though. Balance of power is dead even. We really need to see some good rock drops from the Lizards. I think if they don't rock drop, they're going to lose this game. I think that the Graveguard will eventually push through, and it's going to be causing some serious problems. Yeah, that Dino sitcom is super disturbing. Super disturbing. I can't remember what it's called. Somebody in chat will have to let me know. Yeah, I'm the baby, gotta love... Yeah, I remember that. I can't remember its name, though. Somebody in chat probably already said it. It's so strange, man. So Van Hell's going down. These guys continuing to slap the base here onto the old Graveguard, or excuse me, onto the Saurus. Rock drop going down, a partial one, which does some decent damage against the Graveguard great weapons. The Von Hell's combo actually pretty good with the Graveguard. Putting their melee attack up to 51 really allows them to buzzsaw through. The Feral Stegodon here is being slapped up by the Vampire Gorillas and also is surrounded by the Cryptors, and I suppose it has a big radius, so the entire army is getting buffed by that Von Hell's. Ammunition is about to run out here for the Pterodon Riders. You can actually see the balance of power is coming a little bit into the favor of the Vampires, which is quite surprising, considering it's just called Dinosaurs. It's just called Dinosaurs. Okay, thank you. So the Stegodon is down for the count. The Vargulfs are both very healthy and healing, and now suddenly you can see, though, a very good early game punishment with Pterodons, sniping, the Fellbats and sniping off the Necromancer. It still didn't do much to sway the other powerful elements here in this army, like the Graveguard. And Dwayne does have the Rock of Itza, but Vlad is probably going to be able to handle Dwayne with his healing and Blood Drinker and the support of Vargulfs. There is a Manticore summon here, which does pull back the bounce of power, but there's no elite Lizard infantry like Temple Guard to really punch through the armor of all these Graveguard here. And yeah, we got 67 models left here on these ones. I think the other ones are quite healthy as well. Yeah, 58 and 50. It looks like the Undead haven't really had... Yeah, another Von Hell's going down from Tank, man. Really saucing up this army with some sweet kebab. And yeah, the Saurus here are down to 25 models. The last of the Lizardmen infantry are really buckling, and the Vargulfs are just methodically moving around and just absolutely gorilla pounding the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. 100%, man. And Vlad, where's Vlad? Yeah, Vlad's dueling Dwayne. It's a close fight for sure. The Master Beguilement really good, puts his melee attack down to frickin' 5. And Vlad seems to be getting the upper hand in that duel. Granted, it's a little bit unfair in the dueling sense because there obviously is more undead around and very little support for Gorok. But yeah, Vlad seems to be getting the upper hand in that particular fight. Now, Balance of Power is kind of creeping back to the middle a little bit. It seems very, very even, but just kind of looking at the battlefield, it feels like the Lizards are in a bit of a stressful situation. The Solar Engine's broken. The Vargulfs here are going to be able to just absolutely beat down Gorok. And the Manticore Summon might be the glue that's holding this Lizardman army together. And as soon as that thing disappears, I think we're really going to be seeing the true state of this battle right here. So the Graveguard Great Weapons really, really doing their piece, with the Zombie Nation here also doing some nice grinding. And yeah, the Graveguard are also very good against Gorok as well. He is infantry sized, and they have that bonus for his infantry. So it can really add up well. And you can see the duel continues between Vlad and Gorok here in the tree line. All sorts of Pterodons swooping in, trying to help their liege. But the Balance of Power is really, really getting seriously heavy duty into the favor of the vampires here. Look at that. The Manticore even routed before it broke. Doesn't happen terribly often. And at this point, yeah, I don't see much the Lizards can do. There's the two vampire monsters are both very healthy. Vlad is very healthy and has room to heal. He could go back up to almost full health at this point. A very good Flock of Doom coming in from the Lizards for sure. Able to nail these bad boys and get a nice one. But at the end of the day, Vlad probably going to be able to carry this one home. And if Vlad wins this, that means that overall Vlad will be 2-1 if I'm not mistaken. And he will be advancing on, and Gorok, who will be 1-2, will be eliminated. Gorok, of course, did win a battle earlier against the Empire, but in this case, he is going to be losing to Vladdy Daddy, man. So I know there's quite a bit of Vlad fans in chat who wanted to see him win, and here you go. It's the Lizards, of course, are super high leadership and are scrapping, but I think it's a bit of a foregone conclusion. We can do a little bit of fast forwarding here, as the Vargulfs just Gorilla Pound and the Graveguard just grind. A very messy fight in the trees here. And now the little skink is going to be punted. You see, like, there's not much going on here. It's mainly just a grind. While Gorok just makes his last stand with Cold-Blooded and the Rock of Itza and all that other stuff going on. But yeah, it's just, there's nothing he can do against those big monsters. So GG, well played. Sweet, just in time to catch the next turn stream. You're amazing. Hey, Chris, appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that quite a bit. So Vlad will be moving on. Tank of Clan VM. Gorok Johnson is eliminated, but not without a fight. He certainly did well. Vlad's value, 1,100. Vargulfs did good, 1,000 apiece. Yeah, nothing got crazy good value. Probably the Graveguard all did. Wow, 1,800 on this Graveguard. Holy shit, man. That's some serious damage. Gorok did okay. Yeah, Gorok did okay. 800. Pterodons didn't do bad. Solar Engine was, didn't seem to do too much. Matthew Jara, thank you for the donation, man. He says, told Italian on his last stream, but just saying FFA hot dog dress up as all 4 of the Dark Gods of Game 3 launch would be a sight. So you're saying we do an FFA stream where each of us plays a Dark God faction, but we have to dress up like them and eat hot dogs? I would for sure dress up as Nurgle. Yeah. GG. So now we load into the next and final match here. You guys want to see an awesome graphic Lady Turn made? Check this out. Hold on. Nurgling. She turned Wookiee into an Nurgling, because he basically is an Nurgling. Here. This is the truth here. There you go. How good is that? Nurgle is my favorite of the Chaos God, so that's who I would play. Yeah. There will definitely be some like weird stuff when we get there. All right, guys. So hang tight for a second. Mattis Tomasitis, thank you so much. Watching Vlad win warms my heart so much that I have to donate to express your joy. I am glad to have brought joy to your day. I am glad. Spartius Slanesh for sure. So Lady Turn photoshopped Wookiee's head as a Nurgling. It's so perfect. Wookiee is quite literally a Nurgling. He always smells. He's annoying. Wookiee is the most annoying dog ever. You guys might just think he's like a cute, sweet old dog, but he's not. He's mean. He's annoying. He's just like, oh my god. It's so funny, dude. We love him though, of course. But he is just a mean troll dog. He's so mean to our other dog. I feel so bad. All right, so the last game I need to dig up real quick because I accidentally deleted it like a fool of a chook. Is all right, where are you at? It's you guys just enjoy the Wookiee while I dig this one up. So it's Tomb Kings versus Empire, if I'm not mistaken. This one was a ways up, I think. It happened a while ago. Okay, there's that one. Still looking. Where are you? I'm coming for you. All right. Very cool. Wookiee is disgustingly resilient. We've had vets, you know, be like, oh, you know, Wookiee doesn't have long. And then he just suddenly miraculously recovers and just trolls us. Which we love, of course. Yeah. Yeah, old dogs are super mean. Yeah, he's pretty mean. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
I need therapy.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to get the last match going here. I've finally found the replay, like a champ. New screen blocker. Yeah, that probably could be a new screen blocker for us here. It's in my experience that the smaller the dog, the meaner and more hateful they are. You know, what's interesting, so I had a dog growing up, and he was amazing. He was a Brussels Griffon. He lived to be 16 years old, and he was like the sweetest dog ever. He was really small and just super friendly with everyone. He was like the best dog. So then I got Wookiee when in 2011 we rescued him from a shelter. And like he just was like the complete opposite, but it's like fun. He is Haggard incarnate. Like, we love those aspects of his personality. Like, he was already 5 or 6 years old when we rescued him. He'd probably gone through some abuse and things like that. Poor little guy. So, you know, obviously a lot of those traits are, you know, yeah, you can understand it. Oh, guys, we have a different map. We have a different map. We have the frickin' Altdorf outskirts. Oh, finally. No, Chase Gilbert. I actually think Disgustingly Resilient is really good still for Death Guard. The -1 damage, I'm very happy about that. Death Guard are stronger than they've ever been, dude. Like, they're winning tournaments. They're placing well. Like, Death Guard are in a really good place. Don't stress it. All right. So, let us load in. Have some fun. And the winner of this will be advancing. The loser, of course, will be eliminated from the Legendary Lord faction tournament. Of course, the Tomb Kings are 1-1. And so, too, is the Empire. Now, a bit of an unfortunate map. Of course, we have Hero of Rum in chat saying he forgot to ban the right map, and this is going to be quite punishing for him because this map, of course, is really good against cannons. There's obviously tons of trees to run through and line of sight blocking and hills and slopes. So, oh no, for sure. Quintus Fontaine, you're totally fine. Don't stress it. If you had to be any of the Warhammer gods, which one would you honestly be? Okay, if I had to be it, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like playing Nurgle and I like the characters, but actually being a Nurgle character would probably suck. I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough question. It's a tough question. Let me think about that one, brother. So, for the forces of the Empire, it's going to be Flagellant, Sigmar, Sun's front line. Very, very powerful. We have Huntsmen in the back, more Huntsmen, double Great Cannon, Empire Knights, Knights of the Blazing Sun, very effective against Tomb Kings. They can basically stop the cavalry. We do have some Spearmen as well. Now, Marcus Wolfhart going to be hanging out in the bushes here with the Bright Wizard as well, and some Spearmen on the flank. Now, for the Bone Boys, the followers of Nagash, we have Fellbats hiding in the forest here. We do have Ark in the Black. Now, if this were like an open field map, like Pillar of Bone or Oakenhammer, you would be shooting these guys with cannons right now, and this would be a very punishing experience for the Tomb Kings, right? But instead, Rame coming in with a huge rush, man. Check this shit out. So we got Nehekar Horsemen all over the place. We have Skeleton Horsemen Archers. Man, this is a pressure build if I've ever seen one. And also going to be quite good against a ranged-centric build, potentially. The Bright Wizard's going to have to get some good burning heads. It looks like a net going down on the Fellbats here. An interesting choice. I kind of disagree with that. We'll see if there could be some follow-up. I mean, the net definitely would be probably more useful in like the War Sphinx and Ark in the Black, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think that net was a little bit of a misplay, but that's okay. It's not like a misplay that's going to lose you the game outright, you know? So Spears are forming ranks. The Tomb Kings coming in with a massive force of horsemen. Goodness gracious. Skeleton Horsemen on the side of the formation, poking into Flagellants, which is quite cost-effective. Lightly armored, very weak to missiles. And unfortunately for poor Marcus here, he's now surrounded, and he's getting attacked by a Kemrian War Sphinx, and this is where the net would have been good, right? You could net the Sphinx down, you could get away, you could focus the Sphinx with the cannons, but now Marcus is paying the ultimate troll toll here and is getting run over by the Kemrian War Sphinx. The remnants of the Fellbats moving back in, Knights of the Blazing Sun rushing in, this could be good. Ark in the Black, of course, is weak to fire. Knights of the Blazing Sun can do some good work. Oh, what a beautiful summon there by Rame. So he drops the skeleton summon to block the Knights of the Blazing Sun, and he's able to get away. Now, otherwise, he would have eaten that charge like an absolute champ, and that would not have been fun. And something I'm a little bit concerned about too is Marcus doesn't have any cavalry or anything here to help peel this big knight here. But looks like there's going to be a burning head going down. Beautiful burning head by Hero of Rome there, able to roast the skeleton spearman. However, Rame does dodge part of it with his skeleton warriors. Marcus stuck in combat against the Khemrian War Sphinx. Looks like the cannon, I'm not sure what it's shooting. I think it's shooting over here. Fireball going down against the Sphinx. Knight of the Blazing Sun rushing in, which is good. Marcus certainly needs to be liberated from this pursuit because he's almost dead. Marcus Wolfheart is getting spirit leeched. He's being run over. There's no healing in this Empire army. It's quite scary for sure. So right here we have Knights of the Blazing Sun and Empire Knights running down. This is a really cost-effective engagement for the Empire. Many of these cheap skeleton cavalry will be dying pretty badly in this engagement, but the Empire front line is being overwhelmed. Sigmar Sun's trying to hold back this tide, but the Great Cannon is going offline. Marcus Wolfheart is more or less dead, running in the forest, although the balance of power is still kind of even for some reason, which is interesting. Perhaps the Khemrian War Sphinx being low is the reason, but I feel like the Tomb Kings are going to overwhelm and get this Great Cannon and eventually collapse on the Huntsman here, which is going to be a little bit tough. We'll see. Well, looks like Marcus came back. Okay, that's quite nice. So Marcus is back. He's in the forest, partially obstructed, probably shooting some shots into the trees, which certainly hurts. And the Ushapti summon plus the Doom and Darkness going down from Arkan, actually able to break the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Very, very nice. And with that, Marcus, is in trouble. This position breaks. The Great Cannon is compromised. The other Great Cannon shut down. That probably would have been a GG anyway. So he withdraws from there. That was I actually like this build. I think the Hunts Marshals build was fine. I just think the map was kind of rough for them. And also probably staying a little bit tighter together so you can protect everything, because like the Tomb Kings had so much mobility that the Empire Knights couldn't be everywhere at once. So perhaps tightening it up would have been good. Yeah, that map was also really bad for them. Like the cannons almost did nothing simply because of the trees and the terrain and all that. So that was, you definitely got to build for your maps. And that was not the proper build for that map. Empire could have switched to like a bow-centric build, like a Huntsman build with like no cannons and like pushed up and done that. But in that case, very little hope. Very little hope. I invested some money into getting a projector, so now I can watch the Great Legendary Lords tournament on my whole wall. Dude, that sounds like fun, dude. Hell yeah. I gotta get a projector. That sounds awesome. So guys, with that concludes the group stage. So now we're going to be doing some, I'll do a 1v1 on ladder, then we'll do some free-for-alls. Berserker Pascal, love your content. How does one get into playing painting minis? Just get a pack you... Yeah, so find a faction you love. You like their lore, you like the way they look, and you theoretically like the way they could play. Well, a melee-centric faction, a lot of magic. And then, yeah, just like buy a box you like and just watch YouTube tutorials, get the appropriate supplies. If you have questions, of course, you can shoot me a message. I've painted quite a few minis. So yeah, man. Pascal, thank you so much. Carrot Shell, it's been a good week. Enjoy my your large money. Thank you so much, Carrot. Yeah. Thank you so much, Carrot Shell. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Reginald Puggington. Looking forward to seeing you as the Vampire Counts and my next faction war. Should be quite a bit of fun. All right, guys. So now we can show you the standings for the group. Wookie, thank you. But you need to get behind the graphic. So this is the summary of Group G. We get Tank and Rame advancing. So the Tomb Kings and Vampire Counts advance, and the Lizardmen and Empire will be defeated in this bracket. So that is the dreaded Group G completed. And now, my friends, we will advance to some 1v1s, I think. Let's have some fun. Let's whip out some cool builds on ladder. And do it to it. All right. When I was doing some research on the Nurgle faction for Game 3, did you guys know that in the end times, Isabella von Karstein becomes like corrupted by Nurgle and becomes like a Nurgle vampire? Yeah, there's some crazy shit, man. Wouldn't that be interesting to see? So we'll do 1v1 here, and then we will do Anthony Boylan. Yeah, we could still do that. Hey, Rubber Duck, how's it going? Yeah, I actually liked your build here, Overum. I thought it was good. Knights of the Blazing Sun, Empire Knights, Cannons, like, they're all very good there. Marcus is actually good against Tomb Kings, too. I use him all the time in that matchup. Hey, you guys are welcome. All right, so we are on a god-awful map. Hey, man. So he is picking High Elves. So what I think we'll do, hold on. is I have a fun idea. So obviously I always get into the habit of playing factions that I like am comfortable with. Let's go ahead and do the Wheel of Doom. So we'll pull up the wheel. And let's spin this bad boy, man. Alright, so this is what I'm going to play. If it's a mirror match, I'm respinning though. I don't feel like playing a mirror match. Skaven. Do you guys want to see Skaven? I feel like we always see Skaven, whatever. Alright, we're doing Skaven. So let's do Skaven. The wheel can't be disobeyed. Want to put a tinfoil hat and guess the pre-order race? Ogre Kingdoms? Yeah. Turn, I have to play a Blood Bowl match. So stall the FFA for like an hour. Alright. Okay, you guys want Tretch? We could do Tretch. No, you know what? You know what? I'm doing something more fun than Tretch. I'm doing... Oh, guys. No. I have a build. It's not going to be Tretch, but it is going to be super fun. All right. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to love this shit. Rolling. Okay. Excellent. So that's fine. What map are we on? We're on like Rakta Ridge or something. Oh man, okay. That's unfortunate. Ladder, it really limits the amount of things you can bring here. Guys, I got a build for you. Don't worry. You're gonna love it. Oh, this is so jankety. Oh my god. I might just lose horribly. That for sure is possible. Okay. That's looking fine. Can't go to the party without some Skaven slaves. All right. I'm going full idiot mode. I'm going full stupid here, guys. I hope you really appreciate this. We're going full meme. All right. We can cut one of you guys. We have plenty of those. Let's upgrade you. Very good. Oh yeah, we could probably cut this too. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's good. We have you. I can go basic here. Oh no, he's readied up on me. I'm not ready. The meme is not complete. Please, Anakin, I'm too weak. All right. We probably need some of you guys just to, like, do something. Yeah, whatever. Just end me, bro. I'm done. Put a fork in me. This build is so bad. Oh, God. Would you say you love your job? I do love it. Yeah, I do. We're going full stupid. We're going full stupid. Flares and Warpfire throws? No, they won't work too well together because the Warpfire throws will get left in the dust. What's your opinion on Doom Flares? Yeah, you don't see them much. They're okay, though. They're okay. But since the mass changes, they got a little worse. Because they get, like... They used to be good against dwarves, but they get... Bro, I repped 5 Jezzails and 3 Warp Lightnings one game and wrecked the enemy High Elves. Yeah, no, triple Warp Lightning is actually already good against High Elves. That's already a thing. But bringing 5 Jezzails with that is pretty balls deep. So you get props for that, for sure. Samson, love the Shogun Total War, but I want Fantasy Nippon now. Yeah, I'd be down. Don't worry, I'll get rid of the screen blocker. All right. So, guys, this is the dreaded Limp Bizkit build. If any of you guys haven't seen Limp Bizkit, the band, it's basically a reference to the song Rollin', 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 because that's what we're going to be doing. We have triple Doom Flare. We have Ikit Claw, no Lore of Plague. So we have the Limp Bizkit Flare squad. Yep, they're just going to be rolling. We brought Gorich, too, just because I felt like it. He's not good in this matchup, but I decided to bring him because it's fun. And we got a couple Ogres as well. and then just a shit ton of Skaven Slave Slingers, because I need something to like throw at the flyers. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bad time. And a couple Hounds as well. The Hounds are just like to try and nibble on some archers, like do that kind of thing. Right, so. Well, it's Limp Bizkit. Turin, do you have any pre-order partners? Yeah, so if you want to get, again, yeah, I see some new folks asking about that. If you're looking to pre-order Game 3 and you haven't already done it, because yeah, it's everyone else already is way ahead of me on this, but if you haven't already done it and you want to support my channel, you can do it from that Nexus GG link. And if you order any DLC from there too, I get like a small chunk of change, which is pretty cool. Helps me out. So yeah, if you're interested, no pressure either way. All right, so yeah, we got the Limp Bizkit build. It's we already have a decent balance of power position. Should be fun. Gorich is ready to take some high elves to Pound Town. I brought him with like his bare bones kit, so I could afford more stuff. Witness me. This is gun. This could actually go well. Yeah. This could actually do okay. Okay, so he's got some spearmen, which is good. What are these? These are like some chariots. Okay, the fact that he has chariots is a good thing. Rat ogres are really good against chariots. He's got Larry. No, a prince actually. Oh my god, a prince. And yeah, so he's bringing a bit of a Mimi build too. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh boy. All right, so let's get the Okay. We got to be careful here. This is getting a little hog wild. All right, let's go Limp Bizkit on him. So, rolling. Y'all be loving this shit right here. L-I-M-P, the biscuit is right here. You guys want some Limp Bizkit? Alright, so we're rolling through these guys. We're certainly causing some destruction, some mayhem. Use some Warp Lightnings, pull you guys back, and then pull you Slingers back as well. Gorich, take him to Pound Town, man. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go, Flayers. Let's go flay some Spearmen. Pull these guys back, and then these guys can go here, and we can chase the... No, we don't want to chase that. Dude, we're going straight Limp Bizkit on these guys right now. Alright, keep rolling. Keep the flares going. Get some ogres to like punch in as well and just start buttering their bread. Gorich a little bit surrounded here, but he can actually fight the prince. I'm okay with that. These ogres can intercept the chariot, which is fine. And these houndos can go onto... Oh no, he sees it, so we got to pull back. Alright, so we have forces coming. Ogres and hounds go intercept those silver helms. And how is the flare doing? Okay, one flare taking some heavy damage. Let's pull the flares over, do a little bit of cycle charging. Icket and company can go up here. Let's go ahead and use the brass orb on them. And yeah, let's just start pebbling that prince down. How's Gorich doing? Did Gorich just die? No, okay, he's doing fine. You can pull him back here. So one flare's in trouble, which is, you know, to be expected. Can we get a little bit of support over here? Some Skaven slaves or something? Yeah, let's come down here. We need to help out. Icket, run them over. Flay. Flay. Gorich, let's go. Skaven slaves, fight. Throw your haggard pebbles. Reform ranks. Oh god, there's pressure. Come this way. Go, Limp Bizkit squad. Go. Live long and prosper. Oh, Warp Lightning. Oh god, my Skaven slaves, they're in trouble. And now we have the Doom flares. We need to get the flares over to Gorich can just keep gorilla pounding these guys. And these guys can now rush in and intercept this chariot, which should be good. We need to get some flares over out on those archers though, those freaking Shadow Warriors. So maybe we should just do that. Icket can just go over there and go Limp Bizkit them. Yeah. Alright, so we got some pebbles. Let's get you guys moving back. Gorich fighting spears is not fun. And let's go roll over these guys. Ogres can go pound them, and you guys can go pound them as well. Alright, great. So Warp Lightning, we have that. Let's go ahead and pop it right on the Spearman blob. The Ogre blob seems to be doing okay. And the Flayers, like I said, have pretty bad mass, so they tend to struggle to actually get through. Gorich, keep doing your thing, and let's go ahead and nibble on you Silver Helms, and you guys can go here. That looks fine. Alright, great. So we've gotten onto the Shadow Warriors in the back, which is certainly a feel-good situation. I think that's just Larry, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just throw some pebbles at her. And let's get these Flayers to go start running over the Shadow Warriors as well and pull Gorich away. We're just going to kind of abandon that whole position there. Yep, keep coming back. Let's go. Let's go get these guys. Pull these doggos up and over the top. Alright, so we'll get one of you here and the other one here, and that will allow us to bring Icket Claw back to the battle, which we can start running you over. Yeah, we're doing okay here. Gorich can come and gorilla punch the Lion Chariots. The rear charge of the Silver Helms there is going to hurt. Does Larry want to fight? Okay, we can get down. Brass orbit here. Go, go. You know what? It's actually not going too well, that fight. Warp lightning. I need those ogres to hold. Falling behind a little bit. Alright, Shadow Warriors, go. Go hunt them doggos. Oh no, my poor guys are being hunted down everywhere they go. Okay, Gorich actually doing some good work here. Man, how is Ikit getting wrecked so bad by freaking Larry? Okay, we gotta try and get away here. We're slowly losing the game. Alright, Flayers, let's go. Kill those Shadow Warriors. Ogres, rally. We need Ikit Claw to come back. That's pretty important. Oh god, the Limp Bizkit is failing us. Come on, Fred Durst. Let's go. Alright, so that's good. So we got those guys down. Get these doggos to come over here. We have like our armies like super split up. Is Ikit getting chased off? He is. At least we still have our second lord. We have Gorich, the Dreadmaster. Yeah, Gorich should be able to come in and break these guys up. I mean, his army's pretty damaged as well. Although he does still have these silver helms, which is a bit of a problem. See if we can get him with like the ogres and like all these units kind of rallying in there. Like head him off. Oh my god, those guys came back. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's go. Let's go hunt him down. Alright, Gorich, we need you to go snipe the healer here. Take a little pressure off us. How are the hounds doing? Yeah, hounds should be able to get those Shadow Warriors, no problem. Larry is an unholy terror right now, though. Goodness gracious, she's just been giving me all sorts of grief, man. Looks like she's coming to fight Gorich. Oh, that's not Larry, that's a prince. I keep forgetting it's a freaking prince. It's catching me off guard. Okay, let's move over. Let's go ahead and rear charge into the prince here. Ogres are losing. I keep thinking it's Larry, but it's a prince. Oh, the prince destroying Gorich. Look at him. He's gotten so much value. 3,100 value prince. Epic. Epic. Okay, slingers. You know what to do. Throw your pebbles. I'm really curious to see how the Doom players did, to be honest. Of everything we brought. Come on, players. No. You leave Gorich alone. There's no way we can save him. God, Gorich is such a piece of shit. God, he sucks. I wonder how much Gorich did this game. Let's see. 900 value. Okay, for 1,600. It's not the worst thing in the world. Hey, we actually won that fight there. That was cool. Come, ogres. Yes, keep flaying all over their faces. Gorich is still juking like a champ, but there's no way we can kill that prince. Come on, guys. Let's go. Unleash the memes. Unleash them. Okay, Flayer number 1. What? Oh, I thought that was my Flayer. It said 3,000. I was like, what? No way. Okay, well, good night, sweet prince. You won't be missed. Come on, Flayers. We need to get you guys post 1,000 value. He's saying GG, which it is GG, but the Flayers, we got to maximize our value. Yeah, Gorich is pretty bad. This game put the emphasis in the limp. The limp part of the biscuit, yes, of course. We were a little bit sloppy too with our Ikit Claw. Although we didn't have anything to really kill the prince in our build, like nothing, just the ogres, which isn't like super cost effective. Let's go see if we can run that lady over. No army losses for the Flayers. Limp Skaven. That's what we'll call that one. It's really... Alright. So, 2,000 on Ikit Claw. I am reasonably pleased with that. Gorich was just dog shit as usual. Ogres did fine. Ogres actually did quite well. 900 on this Flayer. The other one got killed and 800 here. So the Flayers didn't quite pay for themselves. Hounds, one of the Hounds did fine. The other ones kind of got caught. Yeah, you know, it worked okay considering. His build was decent. Aside, I mean, the Prince is a bit of a meme, but everything else was... If that was Larry, he would have actually probably not done as well, which is hilarious. Yeah. Rip Gorich, I know. Ant-Man, I know, I almost brought double Doom Wheel. Oh, yeah, I definitely listen to rock music. Mm-hmm. He's saying get out. All right, we'll do one more wheel game for you guys. And then from there, it's time for the dreaded FFA to close things out. Do you guys want more meme builds or do you want good builds? Let me know. Or do you guys want a meme build that actually has potential? Because that was a meme build that's just terrible, and you're probably going to lose against any decent player, but we can do a meme build that actually has some teeth. I know, it's funny, we all thought it was Larry. Ant-Man, thank you for the donation. Well, let me know. All right, we're playing the dreaded Falcon. Falcon is usually there for the FFAs. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. All right, so let's get the wolf up, get the wheel. You guys just meme builds? Okay. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Oh yeah. I mean, oh, okay. I'm actually happy for this. We get high elves. A good meme build. Okay. Helm Gorst. So right now we have high elves is what we got. I can't remember what this map looks like. I think it sucks. I think it sucks. No, we got high elves here. High elves have some meme builds for sure. There's a couple of meme characters I can bring. Okay. Okay. Oh, he switched to chaos actually. Okay, shit. That changes things. No, he's back to dark elves. No, we already had the prince. We got high elves. Okay, ultra meme. So he's staying with Druki, which is fine. So who do we want to bring? Who is a good meme? I mean, Imric is kind of a meme, but there's Imric, there's Eltharion, there's Elithanar. These are all pretty decent meme choices here. Okay. Oh. Don't worry, guys. I got you covered. I got you covered. Okay, okay. This is pretty deep in the rabbit hole. This one here. Okay. 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 Don't forget a caster. Don't forget a caster here, bud. Casters will probably be very useful in this battle, I would imagine. Okay. Make sure to get you on some sort of a mount here. Eltharion on foot. No, I got something better. I got something better, don't worry. That looks good. Looks solid to me. Oh, that's so janky, though. That's so janky. Like, what does this map even look like? I think this map sucks. If I remember correctly. Hmm. A Narnia build is what you guys wanted, huh? I think a Narnia build could be arranged of some sort, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Magic is for the weak. Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay, I'm trying to squeeze more fun stuff in here. Should I just... You guys want me to just auto lose and bring the gray? Does that sound fun? I actually don't even know how those things trade here. This is so expensive. Okay, that looks good. Okay. This is interesting. I think we have something to work with here. I wish, well, I guess I can't say this without spoiling what I'm bringing, so I'll hold off on it for now, but I just wish that was better. I just wish that thing I brought was better. What meme unit can I bring to really tickle your pickles here? Well, we saw, you guys got to see Lion Chariots in the last game. They were there, and they did pretty well, actually. They killed a lot of my Skaven. Alright. I can work with this. This build is so freaking weird, dude. God, what does this map even look like? It's like some weird ass shit. Well, there's some... Okay, we got some lions. We have a couple lion units. And we have a meme lord. It's like I'm trying to make it like memey, but not bad. You know what I'm saying? Gandalf! No. Everyone always asks if this is Felcon. Yeah, no. So we have... I can tell you guys now. We have Eltharion the Grim. We have... and we have a couple lions as well. And aside from that, it's like relatively normal build. Like we have bolt throwers and like some rangers and silver helms and like all that good stuff. But yeah, it's... Because, like, if I go full rush and he just goes Scourge Runner Kite, I just basically lose. And it's not even going to be fun to watch. So I had to bring, like, some counterplay against Scourge Runners. I've seen this. I played with and against this guy before, and he's a good player, so... I didn't want to just, like, straight up just get wrecked and not provide an entertaining game. Alright, so we got some Rangers, each of which will have a pet Narnia lion with it. That's fine. So 3, 4, and 5. 4 and 5. Looks good. 6. Narnia is ready. Good luck, have fun. Don't stream snipe me, Falcon. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am a noob. Have you guys seen that clip? The don't do it guy? It's so freaking funny, dude. Don't do it. Alright. You know, I'd love to just do videos where I just like look at absurd shit with you guys. I feel like it just wouldn't fit on this channel. Maybe I should start like a second channel where we do that, where we just like watch stupid videos together. God, that'd be so fun. Yeah, so Eltharion's pretty decent. He's got the Tempest, I guess. So if he goes with the Flying Lord, I'll be certainly quite happy. The opponent race back in Warhammer 3 down the line. Oh, dude, Godzilla's one of their units. That would be very interesting. Turned off the stream, don't worry, then how did you hear me say that? Sounds good. Alright, so let's go do a little bit of stroking here. Eltharion can fly up. We can take a look at... Yeah, see, he's got Scourge Runners. My other build probably would have gotten Shreks here pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and just start blasting the Witch Elves. We can start shooting the Witch Elves, just focusing them down. Eltharion can come. Like I said, we have Tempest. And we can go ahead and send you around the back. You and you can go here. Let's just start, you know, working on these ladies. Seeing what we can do. Getting some good damage in for sure. Alright, switch onto you. Pull back. We could go for like a flyover too. Is that Marathi? Okay, that's cool. And the Narnia lions are hungry. The lion feast tonight. Yeah, alright, so we got some of you guys. We can pull you over there. Eltharion the Grim can... We don't want to land in all those dark shards and whatnot, so... Looks like Marathi's going pretty hard there, which is fine. So we can go ahead and hammer into you guys here, hammer into you guys here. Pull the Reavers back, because they're just getting absolutely massacred, and... you know, we can go ahead and overcast on Marathi here. See if we can get her. And now we can pull these Cav back in across the ways. Pile in, looks good. Keep shooting the Witch Elves, then pull back here. And yeah, we need to get away from those guys though. The Lion Squad is ready. Narnia is good to go. So yeah, we're getting some good damage. All's good. And the Narnia Lions, let's go ahead and collapse into the back of you guys. And now you guys can all pile in, and they should be able to defeat these Witch Elves, no problem. Yeah, so we broke Marathi, which is great. Let's get these Cav around the back. These guys can kind of scoot up. We can get you collapsing here. Bolt throwers, we want to have them shoot here. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Wow, Eltharion just going full beast mode today, huh? We might actually lose this still. Yeah, all the Dark Shard fire is pretty nasty. We need to pull away. Oh, we got Marathi. Good. Alright, so we're in the backfield. The Narnia Lions are feasting. Let's move you guys up. Keep shooting the Scourge Hunters here, and now we can pull Eltharion back across. Get some of you guys into melee to ride them down and pull you back. Go after the Scourge Hunter on the high ground. This is like an example of a build that has a couple memes in it, but they're actually like not bad memes. You know what I'm saying? You can go in melee, charge them down. It's good. Alright, Eltharion. Eltharion's broken, but he should come back. And looks good. All right, let's start shooting at the black guard here.
Weapons ready.
Yep. The best of Narnia Alliance. We can chase you down. Marathi is back. Not a problem, though. I think we're good. And let's go ahead and pull you guys back. Cool. So Eltharion, now we can drop a heal on him. He actually did good this game. He spanked Marathi pretty good. Very happy about that. We need to get rid of all his like dark shards and different units like that. Narnia Alliance. Go there and do the Mighty Roar, I guess. Yep. Just finish the range tools. Oh, Marathi wants some more, huh? She wants date night round 2 with Eltharion, huh? Well, let's see how that goes. Oh, the dreaded Tempest. It calls in the night. Oh. Big Chad Eltharion. Yes. Get her. Oh no, Soul Stealer. The fun in games is over. The Jedi are taking over. So now we just pull back and we use our bolt throwers to snipe these out. Which is fine. Come on, Eltharion. No mercy. There you go. GG. So that build had some stuff in it that was like good. So we were able to make it work. The other build we used was just trash. Elth. The Limp Skaven replay will be cast with that one. Alright guys, time for some FFAs. Eltharion is like a bit of a meme, but like in matchups where you think they might be bring flying, he can be okay. Like he's not useless. Yeah. But really, we just Shrek'd his front line so hard. Like those Witch Elves got annihilated. Look at that. Freaking 58 value and 96. They were fighting like lions and the Witch in the Wardrobe here. GG. Dude, the Crouching Eagle Hidden Prince last game was so amazing. Oh, I will. That game will get casted 100%. Yeah, the lions were cool though. Let's see. 400, not too much damage. They were only killing chaff, I guess. The bolt throwers, of course, are always good. Reaver Cav did fine. Silver Helms were aces, as always. And Eltharion went Super Saiyan. Bone. Well done, Turin. All that. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of High Elves lately. Yeah, they're really a fun faction. Dark Shard's a little bit risky here. Scourge Runner's good. Probably see some repeater crossbows. That would have been good as well. All right. So next up, guys, we're gonna do the dreaded FFA. Pone, if you're just starting the first half, you're probably gonna miss out, unfortunately. Turin FFA. Passwords 1234. All right. 1234. All right, let's do large. We will do, we got villains in here. You hear my dog in the back? That's our other dog. So we got the Phoenix King. Yeah, High Elves are fun for sure. I've been enjoying them quite a bit. Let's do the Warpstone Crater. You never see this map. All right, who do we play, man? I guess let's just, we have the wheel. Let's just spin it. So we're gonna respin the wheel. GG Red Falcon. No, your build definitely didn't have too many answers for what I brought. Sorry, the dog's barking is making me laugh. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. No, we already used the wagon build last time. We got to do something different. Here we go. Oh, Lizardmen. Okay. I'm down for this. Down for some Lizzies. Smellisar says, oh shit, I got in. That's funny. Guys, the wheel is chosen. Phoenix King says he made a great build in advance. Ice Power Total War says, I think you missed my message. I just bought Warhammer 2 for my brother with tourney winnings, and he's going to be my new Dark Elf apprentice. Oh, dude, he's like your Sith apprentice. I love that. Hey, thank you for the donation, Ying Zhao. I did miss that for the tenor. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And to Matthias as well. Thank you, guys. Sorry, it was during the heat of the battle, so I kind of missed it. No, I have a fun build. Don't worry. I have a fun build. Now, Engine of the Gods on this map, it's a little slow, so I think I'm going to do something more mobile. I'm putting on unit caps this time just to, like, not have people spam RORs like last time, because I know it was funny, but... Okay. Okay. That's good. Wow, you're allowed to do that on ladder? Jesus. Okay, what else can we do? Oh, God. Oh, God, this build is an atrocity. It's an affront to nature. All right, guys, this isn't going to be one of those good builds. This is going to be a little bit more of a meme, but it will be very fun. All right, so... Okay, so we have that. We have that. Holy shit. What else do we want to bring? Probably something to do some rock drops. I think could be solid. How much are pterodons again? 800 or something? I never play Lizardmen. Oh, they're only 600. That's actually quite a steal. Wookiee's just barking all angrily out there. Oh, come on. Give me 5 gold, dude. Come on. Oh, okay. I can't buy another one anyways. That's fine. We can just chevron you guys up. Somehow this is a legal ladder build. I have no idea why you would be allowed to bring this on ladder. What's my favorite faction? The Empire. Yeah, that's my favorite to play in like tournaments and things like that. Nakai, you guys think it's going to be Nakai? Okay. That's a good prediction. Let me know your predictions, guys. What do you think? This build is super memey. Oh, yeah, dude. This is like super full haggard. I'd be really surprised if I won this. Negative chevrons, yes. Let's just make the units weaker. Someone did pick the Empire. Yeah, we have High Elves, double Lizardmen, unfortunately. But the wheel spoke and I must play them. Okay, so we got a prediction of double Ancient Salamander. Double Razordon packs. I mean, everything is full Jurassic Park with Lizardmen. Except Skinks, I suppose. All right, guys. We are on the dreaded crater. No. If I have to say anything about this build, I would say it is a very clever build. So you guys will see in just a second. Yeah, should be fun. Thanks again for joining, guys. It's been a fun stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the group stages of the tourney today. For anyone just joining, we finished that up, so you should be able to rewind and get that back. Ladder is the Wild West. Yeah, for sure. Ladder is the Wild West. You never know what you're going to get. Mortal Monster says, good luck, Turin. I'm really drunk, but I'm trusting you. Just getting blasted. All right, guys. So it's a clever girl rush. So we have a massive core of Velociraptors backed up by horned ones. Backed up by a horned one. And he has the Horn of Kygor, so he can give like a huge AoE buff to them. So we're going to have it like all in like a big Death Star blob. Then we have a Beastcaster with Air Force. And he is going to cast Wyson's Wild Form and Curse on our opponents. It is a clever build. Yes. So that's it. So over here we have probably our best bet. I don't know. So what do we have? Purple, we have High Elves here. He's probably going to have like an Air Force, so we probably don't want to mess with that. Over here we have the Empire is probably a good choice for us because our units will trade pretty well with their cavalry. So Horn ones are pretty expensive, yeah. And in my experience, they're not very good, but for their price point. But I mean, yeah, if they go head to head, they can kill shit. The next King of the Hill, Red Falcon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're not fighting the Empire. They have literally a mass pistolier build. Oh, hell yeah. Those High Elves are going to be our best friends. If anyone's wondering how you do that, you select the units you want to move, you hit Alt, and then you drag. And that's like, can move them in their existing formation. Or if you have them group locked, you can do it that way too. Oh my god, this army's so good for us. There's like lions and like, yeah, oh. Give it to us, Precious. Give it to us. Let's hope the Empire isn't coming for us. Okay, the Empire's going for the Lizardmen here. So we need to get some fat rock drops. For sure. We're saving up ones of magic, which is nice. He has no archers, so we can go and try and get some rock drops right away. So let's take the clever girls around in group 3 and get the not so clever girls to go first. Oh my god, it's lions versus velociraptors. Who would have thought? Alright, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the best rock drop like while he's moving like this, but we'll try it. Yeah, that was shit. We gotta wait till they're blobs. Okay. Okay, let's keep sniping the caster. Pull you guys over here, pull you guys over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and collapse on you, get some clever girls going there. Pull you guys in position as well. Oh, why are you going in? Oh god, oh god. Bad, 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 bad. Go. Go. Go and get ready to cast buffs, little lizard. Oh! Go, charge! Oh! Snipe him! Alright, let's get some rock drops over. Alright, so we're doing some damage. Let's pop the Horn of Kygor as well. That's going to be pretty saucy. And we can curse these guys too, so... Oh man, we're definitely doing very well in this position down here. Yeah, this is looking good for us. Alright, so we'll go right over the top here. Let's fly over. Position the rock drops. And 1, and a 2, and a 3. Oh yeah, that was a beat right there. That did some good damage. Excellent, so we're just going to keep crumping. And yeah, this is going very well. We're definitely massacring this army, I think. Stand your grounds. Let's go ahead and get ready to see if there's any other buffs we want to pop. The flyers are just flying over and cackling, which is always a good sign. And the spears are holding, but not for long. Do we have any other buffs? Yes, we can cast another Wyson's Wild Form. So this actually gives us extra armor and stuff. And how's the Old Blood doing? Yeah, he's doing some damage for sure. Alright, so we can come and do a rock drop here too. There we go. Looks good. Now we're getting rear charge though, so we should probably pull back down the hill because the Empire's coming, so we want to probably escape this. Do we need to use Cold Blood or anything? Okay, those are all just Velociraptors rampaging, which is fine. Let's go ahead and pull you guys over here, get them away, and you guys can just pile in this direction. All right, good. So we're ahead on points. For sure. Now is the time to retreat, let the High Elves fight the other army, or at least move away from the epicenter of it. And the Pterodons can just go full just kite here. I'm being chased by like an Empire Air Force, which is fine. The cold ones are holding. Do I have a stand your ground active or anything? I don't think so. We can pop Post Seeker. Definitely want to get the clever girls. Once they pick a position to fight in, they're more or less stuck. Okay, that's actually not bad. We're doing okay on points. Although the other lizard army is coming in full force. Franz isn't going to be able to catch me. Alright, you come over here. Let's go. Let's get back. Yeah, unfortunately we got interrupted before. Yeah, now the Empire's going in. This is good. The Empire's rear charging to get some points. So we can reform ranks, and then if they chase us here, we can just like turn around and give them the business. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. And then we can go ahead and cast the curse on them. Debuff their stats a little bit. We can Cold Blood the Coldwind Riders that are very damaged. Looks good, yeah. So we're doing some great work here. Let's get on that line, Chariot of Grace. We're gonna save wins now. So this other Lizardman player, ooh, Phoenix King is actually getting a lot of points because he's getting some off the Empire. Yeah, we need to rip some here. Him and I are like fighting for first and second because he's getting points from like 2 armies. All right, keep going. Those White Lions, man, they're doing really well. Horn of Kygor, that'll give a big melee attack buff. The curse is still active, so their melee attack is really poor. Man, the Empire's really hunting my shit. Okay, so we broke this whole position, I think. There's more stuff coming in, which I don't know if we can stay the course and fight. We do have the speed advantage. Oh, a big ruination of cities coming in. The other Lizardman players here, yeah. We should probably take a tactical withdrawal here, because we're just basically out of steam with our cavalry now. We still have the source Old Blood, but I don't think we're gonna get it. We took too much damage. We took a lot of damage. And we have all these freaking knights rampaging in. Let's go ahead and stop the healthy ones from rampaging if we can. Let's go down here, see what's cracking. We can get the old blood and go in and just goon things, because he's pretty safe. These guys can fight. You guys can fight here. Attack the lions. Ooh, yeah, man. We need to let these three armies beat each other up and just kind of like Netflix and chill a little bit, chase off some routing units. We don't have any healing either. This is a prince on foot? Okay. Could go after this, like... For some reason, it's... You see, guys, how it was like stuck on my Source Old Blood? Like, no matter where I click, it shows Source Old Blood. I don't know how to get rid of that bug. If somebody else here does, let me know. Amulet of Itzel, because I'm about to be attacked by Franz and company. We got to get the remnants of our cav and actually fight this. And then we can go ahead and curse. Alright, this is actually good. We got to surround on the Franz. Oh, Franz, man, you're in the wrong neighborhood, bro. You're in the wrong neighborhood, homie. Get him, come on. Oh, Franz is broken. Man, we just got the Franz. We just got so many points from Franz. Oh, man. The Dread Knights. Let's go. Come on. Get that Franz off the battlefield. Now we need to get that Empire Captain. Ooh, that was good. Damn, that was juicy. Taking a ton of cohort fire here, though. I think these guys should be able to get him. Yeah, Hornwood leadership is pretty insane. Okay, pull back. Pop this. Chase Franz off the battlefield. Let's go get a big rock drop on these guys. We have some clever girls who are back. We can have them just chase routing units for points. That's probably the best they'll be able to do here. Attack those guys who are back. Go get some points from them. And let's go ahead and get an atomic rock drop. Oh, that's a good rock drop. There's a bunch of elite cavalry fighting here. Come on. That Franz misplay might have given us a chance here. But I think Smellosaurus is going to win, actually. He's doing really well. Alright, so we dropped a rock. That did some damage. Certainly not good, not terrible. We need to start working on the other Lizardman player. Otherwise, he's just gonna... We have to, like, help the Phoenix King now. It's fine. We can put you guys in an Air Force together. And the other clever girls are still... What are they still chasing? We go up on the high ground and do some work. Oh, man, he's got so many cohorts, dude. There's no way I can mess with that shit up there. I guess we just go on the low ground and we have to go help the high elves now if we want a chance. T-Rex did pretty good. I mean, the Source Old Blood's up to 1800 value, which is pretty good. Definitely happy about that. Cold One Knights, got a lot of little skin cohorts. We're working a little danger close. Oh my god, there's no way we're going to win this. Smellosaurus is going to nail us. Look how many chameleon skinks just came out of nowhere. Oh my god. He's got the unholy legion of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and just dive in here with all our stuff. Break their charge. We'll use the Horn of Kygor once we get close. Yeah, we're getting black. Dude, he's got so many chameleons, bro. Holy shit. Come on, get in there. We need to get our horn there to really give our guys the combat prowess they deserve. Well, we tried valiantly. But in the end, the Smellosaurus, I think, is going to claim victory. He was able to clean up pretty well and get enough points in the process. I don't know where he got his points from, but somewhere. And it certainly paid dues. So we killed one cav unit here, I think. They're terrified and broken, so we'll get them off. But from there, I don't know what else we can really do. We can maybe waddle over here and go try and get these ones off. But the Chameleon Legion is here. Oh, dude, the dreaded Smellosaurus. I don't know how we got so many points. I'm curious, actually. Let's go ahead and Cold Blood. Keep these guys fighting as well. Just moving along. Dude, his army is so healthy, too. What did he fight, even? What did he kill? Yeah, I'm trying to, like, figure that out. Might be able to get these guys down, but it looks like we're on death's bed here, guys. Go ahead and use this. Keep him going. Basically make these frickin' horn ones unbreakable here for a period of time. Yeah. The time of the skink has come. No kidding, dude. Nothing I can do against this. He's got way too many. I'm genuinely curious what he killed. Obviously, I didn't see too much of the FFA, so it was hard to keep track. Oh, Anakin, I'm too weak. What does he have? 600 value on that. Little Empire Captain doing its piece. Hey, look at the friggin' Dread Knights coming back. What heroes, dude. Empire left him alone in rear chart. Yeah, maybe he farmed a lot of the Empire cavalry. I think that's probably what it was, because I don't remember seeing the Empire heavy cav. Look at this freaking Dread Knights probably did good. I'm excited to see their value. Yeah, you think you got the Empire army? Yeah. Yeah, GG. FFA. Do it. That one might be worth a cast. That was pretty fun. So let's look at value. On my army, the Old Blood got 2,300. Getting Franz was pretty big. The Clever Girls did pretty terribly. They just got wrecked. But the Dread Knights did okay. 1,600, 1,700. Little Flyers did fine too. Nothing super insane. Smellosaurus, 3,300 on Big Chungus. Yeah, so clearly Mazdamundi like ate some Empire Knights. He must have. Chameleon Skinks, nothing too crazy. Pretty good on a couple Golden Riders. Yeah, it's Mazdamundi and his riders. For the Empire, Franz got worked on. No caster here. Definitely got to bring a caster. Yeah, so what I think happened is I think all of the Empire cavalry, including the Griffites, went and just fed the lizards there. And the grenade launchers, yeah, they just got dunked on. Chameleon Skinks hard countered them. And for Phoenix, Phoenix King did really well, I have to say. He got swarmed by like 2 players, and he was like fighting for first place for quite some time. Got to give some big props to the Phoenix King here. I know 90% of his army remaining, pretty crazy. Yeah, the Narnia army held well. Look at that, 1,400 on his line chariots, 1,600. Damn, dude, he did really good with those things. The Dread Knights didn't do bad. Dread Knights, like I showed, 1,000, 1,600, and 1,700. So 2 of them did surpass their cost, and the other one did fine. I was actually happy with the Dread Knights there. It is, Dominic, yeah. All right, so GG, well played. Yes. We'll do one more FFA. One more. Well played, Smellosaurus, dude. You fought like a true champion of the old ones, and you have won this day. You can hold that victory dear to your heart for the rest of your life. When you're old and retired and sitting by in a mahogany chair by your fireplace, you can look back on this victory and remember. Well, Pone, you better hurry, man. The spots are open. We will do the dreaded Troll Country. I love Troll Country FFAs. All right, so Carter, KSI had no chance against Smelly, so I tried 30 parts and got caught in the process. Got it, Carter. No worries, man. You played like an ace. True champ. The Wheel of Doom. All right, let's go ahead and spin this bad boy. Oh, Pone got in. He got in. Oh, man, we got some scary players here, huh? All right, spin the wheel. Spin it. Vampire counts. Okay, that's fine. We got the vampire counts, which is going to be interesting. So I know what you guys want. I know you want Vlad. Although we'll see. We'll see what I can do. We will see what I can do for you. I am going to bring something that you guys will enjoy very much. And we're gonna have some fun. All right. Putting on unit caps this time. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up. LeBron James, I know. Somebody in chat has already guessed my lord. Somebody in chat has guessed it. This map is so small that you don't need necessarily a mobile army. So. All right, that looks fine. Everyone's like, Gorster Riot. Well, we'll see, guys. I'll see what I can do. I'll do my best to accommodate. All right, so what do we have? Greenskins, Tomb Kings, Dark Elves. We got some scary stuff for sure. Do I want to do that? The dreaded Falcon Werewolf Rush. That's a throwback, dude. The Falcon Werewolf Rush. That's some OG shit. Back to when he was in the finals of Everchosen against Soothsayer. Every lord got mentioned. No, it was one of the first ones. Somebody got it real quick. Yeah. Helmengorst. All right. Zombies are probably good here. I mean, I want a meme. I guess I have a meme in my build. It's fine. We've memed hard enough here. For Kane. Oh, God. For Kane. That's scary. Kane doesn't mess around. An unholy legion of corpse carts shall be summoned. So Greenskins could have some cavalry. Tomb Kings maybe. Dark Elves maybe. That's probably fine. If only I could get a little bit more money. Just like that. Who's gonna have flyers here? Yeah, you know, we brought a fun build. I think it's fine. Oh shit. I just realized we don't have any magic. Okay. So let's cut you, buddy. It's like I was looking at this army, I'm like, wait a second, I don't have any magic. It's fine. Nice and cheap. Move you guys in, you guys, and then we can get you. All right, guys, I think it's time. Let's not mess around any longer. Bretonia isn't a lord. Krell? Oh, you guys think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be the Krell man? Well, we'll see. I think you'll be pleased with it. No heck November yet? No. No. I don't even always follow that anyways. Yeah. Because then you just can't play Vampire Coast or Vampires competitively for a whole month, which is like, you know. For some people it's hard. I don't really play those factions. I do play Coast quite a bit. Coast is one of my tournament factions. My tournament factions when I'm playing tryhard are usually Empire and Coast and Skaven. And lately High Elves as well I've been mixing in. Chaos too. Chaos is like a niche counter pick I use. Alright, so let's get the Condom Wolf off the screen. Let's take off that rubber there and get ready to jump in. Evan Sherman, you'll see. That is the question. Wait, what lord has no magic? Mads Bo Anderson says, Isabella, is that you? Some fair guesses, but again, I couldn't not bring Helmengorst. So it's Helmengorst. And what the cool part about Helmengorst is, he's a 600 gold Mortis engine. So basically, the dude is like just a Mortis man. And he's ready to go. Alright, so let's... Okay, who has burning heads here? No, and maybe. So we just have to watch out for Ice Power's burning heads if he has them. If he doesn't, then we should be fine. Also, if you guys want to play Haggard Gorse builds and you're worried about him dying to missiles, what you do is you stack Crypt Horrors around him, and the Crypt Horrors absorb the missile shots. So you basically just get this Haggard Gorse blob of doom. We have the Necromancer here on a cart to do our magic. We have the White King on foot. And we have one good infantry unit in the back. Now, double Vargulf, Blood Knight, and I brought these just for fun. I have magic. My Necromancer has it. He's got raised at an invocation. Gorst is just... Okay, who's here? So, Greenskins. Greenskins are probably good for us to fight. We'll go mess with the Greenskins a little bit. Then Professor Pone is Tomb Kings. Mortis Engine not as useful there. He could have like great bows, different things like that. The brothers Gorst ride in the darkness. They do. I definitely... Druki are one I don't want to face because they could have like a lot of bow fire to kill Helmand Gorst. Pone says you turned army limits on. Yeah, that's because of the last stream. Well, you know, honestly, army limits for quick battle are pretty like haggard anyway, so you can usually bring really stupid armies, so. You want me to run for president in 2024? Oh, I would love to run for president and then see news stations like playing clips of me saying balls deep and just nonstop on the air. Like, look at this immoral man. That'd be a disaster. No, politics definitely do not interest me. Alright, so the Greenskins have what appear to be like a mobile vanguard of sorts. The Druki have a... Oh god, of course. Of course he's got like the burning head. Okay, I think the goblins are in the trees here. Yeah, we're being shot by a ton of skirmishers. Okay, this is fine. The goblins are here. Unfortunately, Ice Power is going to flank us, and he's going to burning head our blob, which means that is going to be an unholy disaster. So the Gorse blob is moving. The Blood Knights, again, not much we can do. We just have to eat this like champs. So let's just go up here, move in. And the Blood Knights, where can we go? We can chase these guys off. We could use them. Now, it looks like Ice Power is going to go fight Pone. Oh my god, I'm just getting like a hail of goblin fire, dude. Let's fly you guys around the back. Blood Knights are chasing. Let's kind of keep corralling these guys. And good, let's move in. Alright, there's going to be Fanatic Ball and Chains for sure. which are going to hurt. Are we getting flanked? I'm looking. No, they're fighting over there, which is good. So now I get to have the greenskins to myself, which is excellent. And we can fly you guys around the back. And everyone is just moving in. Nice and slow. Nice and slow, like. Let's get the scab scrape down there to Shrek those guys. And there are some nasty skulkers back here. Oof. You need to kill these stupid archers, man. They're doing so much damage. Yeah, my Cryptors are just getting literally deleted. Their source code is being removed from the game. I could invo them, but I'd rather save it for like the Blood Knights and other big boys. And let's go ahead and get you guys. Start taking these stone trolls to Pound Town here. And we accidentally charged into those you dudes back there. So now we probably need to heal them up if we can. Cool, so we've broken through there. We have ample pressure on the back line. Helm and Gorst needs to keep moving up. Vargeists pull back. Looks like we're breaking the goblins there. The invocation doing the trick. You guys can go over here and just fly over to the top. And how are you guys doing? You guys are actually killing the archers, which is good. Let's go ahead and push up. All right, Gorst. Let's keep that party started, man. Let's get it going. Now the Mortis engine is draining most of the army, which is good. Can hammer into the trolls in the back with the Blood Knights. That should do some big damage, and you guys can go chase there while these Vargeese can actually go after that Goblin Shaman. All right, I feel like we're behind on points, but we're not in the worst of shape. Let's go ahead and drop this, because now the Mortis engine is saturating in. We've killed the trolls on the far side. We can start going after you. Unfortunately, he's rampaging my Blood Knights there, which definitely hurts pretty bad. And let's go ahead and just keep working after these archers. Helm and Gorst is draining now. How are the Vargulfs doing? Okay, the Vargulfs broke the stone trolls, which is good. You can see now we're kind of creeping on the points. To be expected, we're taking a ton of Daka here. How are the Blood Knights doing? Are they rampaging? Okay, they're free. That's good. I think he used the fermented fungi on them. Go, go, Mortis engine. Keep going there. Gorst is being harassed by Skarsnik super hardcore. We'll actually get the Vargeese to come in and help. I think the Blood Knights can handle the back line. There's like some weird skirmishing going on here. Alright, so Helm and Gorst is draining. We got the double Vargulfs. We're killing Skarsnik. We're doing okay on points now. We've gotten back to these little goblins with the Blood Knights. Unfortunately, we have nothing to quite reach over here. Although, yep, we can get him right there. That's good. That zombie summon is going to be very clutch. Go, go, getting Skarsnik. Alright, looks fine. Helm and Gorst in a little bit of danger. Like, I'm in danger. Alright, we can go hammer down these dudes before they get back in the battle. We'll have a Scab Scrape in a second, so let's go ahead and drop that right down these little goblins here. Okay, Skarsnik is in big trouble. He's actually almost dead. See if we can kill him. We're going to need a summon for the Gorst, though. Blood Knights rear charging in. Should cause some problems. Let's keep moving you guys over there. One Vargulf has broken Skarsnik, so we can keep chasing him. Gorst is in trouble, man. I don't know if we have... We do have an invo. Okay, that's good. We need the Gorst. We can't let the Gorst go. Come on, bumper cars! Escape. Okay, we broke those guys. Let's go get these archers now. The Blood Knights. Skarsnik is running for the hills. He's committing a lot to try and save him. Gorst has stabilized. Now we have the beatdown squad going here. How are the Blood Knights going? Ah, that's good. They've caused quite a bit of disruption. Okay, Gorst is alive. Let's go ahead and move over here. And just, reform ranks. So he got a lot of points, but I think in the end we probably may win the battle. It's hard to say. Yeah, Blood Knight's going hard. Oh no, but now there's oh no, not like this! The Druki have come! So it looks like the Druki abandoned the fight against the other armies here. So, okay, that's fine. Gorst will tank this like a champ, and we'll get some damage on the... How are the Blood Knights doing? Yeah, they're in trouble. Okay, so now this is a big... Okay, Gorst, he took that well. We're getting Doomfire Warlock points, which is good. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're good. We have all our big boys except the Blood Knights. Blood Knights actually probably did really good, too. Good, so we just buckled off that Dark Elf harass there. Because the Greenskins can't kill us now. I don't think they have the power to. They have a couple, like, beat archers up here. Skarsnik, I think, survived. Yeah, he's running back to his army. But we have a Mortis engine. I don't know how Professor Pone's doing either. Okay, Pone's pretty damaged, but he looks like he's coming in with some stuff. Excellence. Excellent. We're very slow, so we can't really catch anyone here. We could waddle. You know what? I'm going to go try and get Skarsnik. And these guys can be in group 3 together. Yeah, the Vargeists should be able to kill Skarsnik. We'll save the Scab Scrape to nail these archers when they start shooting here in a second. Just need one for Skarsnik, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Like so. Alright, looks good. Oh, Vargeist pulled back. Okay, he's rampaging. That's fine. Man, the Scabscrath range, pretty brutal. Let's do that, see if we can get him. Yep, we got those Goblin Archers. We got him. Nice. That will rout them off. Scabscrath is so freaking good. Yep, that's aces, man. Helmengorst marches. Alright. We did it. We got there the long way. We eventually took down the Greenskins, but now we have to deal with what's left here. Let's get this goblin off. Helmengorst's card is waddling. Yeah, they have nothing left against us. So that pretty much takes away the Greenskin chances of winning this, I think. Then we have to deal with the remnants of those two, and hopefully we'll have enough points to get there. All right. We still have a scary army, actually. I mean, I don't want to chase these goblins off, but they are free points. It looks like there's like the ROR goblins here. Yeah, there's a couple. Let's go after them. I'm going to save up for a big invo. Hellebron James is doing the carry. Yeah, let's go see what's going on here. Holy shit, this is like a freaking fight to the death here. We have a bone giant, the dreaded boner giant. Hopefully Pwn can kill the crone Hellebron here. Oh my god, Knights of the Ebon Claw. Ooh, I don't know if I can do anything against this army. Alright, let's start moving, man. Let's get rolling. Got those little goblins off the battlefield. We might be last man standing. The question is, will there be enough points for us? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I know. Pwn's still fighting like a champ here. But all he's got is the Necrotex now. And, yeah, what are these? Golden Dread Knights? That's actually a good target for our Vargulfs. We're a lot faster than them, and they'll yield some good points, so we can just keep moving over here. Hopefully we can get our Winds of Magic back to 30. I forgot to bring the Forbidden Rod, which was a mistake, but... Gorst is healing capped. Hellebron James can, Sorry, guys, I couldn't look at the other battle. I had to, like, focus so hard on my fight. Yeah, it looks like the little Goblin Big Boss is being chased off. Phone just yelling no in all caps. I love it, man. There are some little greenskin archers that could like sway the tide of this. Alright, so there's no point in chasing them. Let's just walk, let our vigor come back, because Tibbs is still around. Yeah, see? Oh my god, look at the speed. The speed when they walk is probably like 10. The brothers Gorst, man. The Gorst does heal nearby things, so maybe we should bring the zombies in and get some healing. If you look, oh, maybe he just does the damage? No, he's got the... Yeah. See, now we're healing. Yep. It's not much, but... The final showdown. We do have a Mortis engine. And he is like all melee, which is pretty big. But if I lose Gorst quickly, that could be a problem. Nope, just go over here. It's fine. I'm waddling. The all-cav army was your worst matchup, says Pwn. 2 Vargulfs? Yeah, well, we brought Helmengorst. So that was more the meme element. Aside from that, it was a decent army. Like, not bad. The Blood Knights did really well. They killed a lot of stuff. Ah, Aiden, you're the Smellosaurus dude. You were a monster that game. You're a monster. I literally can't get to ice power any faster here, so we're just waddling. I don't know who Tibbs is gonna shoot. Probably me for vengeance. We'll see. He's got his little like Spider Rider squad over there. Dude, Gorst is so goddamn slow. This is just like painful to watch, I'm sure. Helmengorst. In 20 minutes, there will be hell to pay. You know, Ice Power, you could move up a little too to speed this up. Instead, you're making me do the long waddle here. Helmengorst. I'm pretty sure I got this. Unless he just one-shots Gorst with Hellebron, then I lose. But we do have 22 wins and 5 summons. That's pretty nasty too. He's just going to get a full surround, which is smart. He should do that. We could even like bounce out here and like go like feign like an attack and try and scare him off a little bit. Yeah. Yep, gorillas are fine. They'll pound those things. This is where we will make our stand, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop the summon, which I don't know if he's expecting it here. We'll see. The Gortys engine is going. Let's get the zombies back there. Get the Necromancer here. Helmengorst. Alright, let's get the Vargulfs. Go work on the Cold One Dread Knights back here. We're terror routing off a lot of his stuff. He's going. You see, he wanted to go for Gorst. I can see it. Gorst is elusive prey, though. He's no fresh fish. We do have invocations, but honestly, like, all the stuff that matters is, like, healing caps. We'll save it for the White King, probably. There will come a time. Okay, he's going for the Gorst. The final death thrust on Hellman. He does get some nice damage. LeBron James getting in there. Some NBA plays. And are the gorillas going to get her, though, is the question. Yep, Gorst is dying. Drop the summon. Oh my god, Gorst is just waddling like a champ, dude. Come on, get LeBron James. Come on, Gorst, live! Live, Gorst! Oh! Oh, Gorst! Helmengorst! Oh, the goblins are coming! Oh! Oh! Oh, Gorst lives! He's like, I'm too weak. I have 89 HP. Anakin. Alright, Gorst lived to the bitter end. I'm very proud of him here. We can't invo him. He's at his healing. 1 HP. Helmengorst is gone. But so too is the Dark Elf army. That was worth it. I think we got this. There's, like, I don't know if anything can kill our double big boy here. The goblins are just trolling, which I love. That was totally a Palpatine I'm too weak moment. See, now we can chase these things, because we have... Our Vargulfs could probably defeat LeBron James by themselves. Yep, we have invocations, nothing to use it on, because Vargulfs are healing capped. Gorst is fine. He's just resting his eyes. Alright. So, we're moving. The legend of Helmengorst. Like, okay, I love the history of Helmengorst. You have, like, one of the coolest factions in the game, right? You have the frickin' vampire counts. You have so many cool lords you could choose from. Creative Assembly in their board in their meeting room is like, all right, guys, we need to pick a lord for the vampire counts. We have Conrad von Karstein. We have like all these other like cool bloodline lines. Oh, we could even throw in Aberash or anyone. Like even if we're not caring about the timeline too much, right? Then out of nowhere, just Helmengorst with the steel chair, just karate chopping the DLC. Like who? No spiders, keep him there. The gorillas must eat. Oh, LeBron James is stuck. Oh, she's stuck. Oh, and the gorilla slap. Yep, that might break her. Come on. Don't let her up. Oh, yeah. Negative 35. Let's chase that shit off the battlefield. Oh, yeah. There we go. I never got to shoot the Bone Giant at Gorst. Dude, that would have felt real good. So, yeah, it's basically just some Spider Riders now, and we have 25 wins of magic, which is pretty sweet. Like, all right, guys. I think I have the ultimate plan. Helmengorst. Hear me out. People are going to love him. He'll sell a ton of DLCs. I mean, look, it did work out great. We all love Helmengorst. Because, like, what is this game without? You need to have shitty lords. If they're all good, it's no fun. You need to have bad ones to make, like, funny things happen. It adds a lot of spice to the game. And not to say Helmengorst is terrible. Like, he actually is okay in a few matchups. Yeah, so we're just kind of chasing here. They think we stand alone, but little do they know. The joke's on them. The dreaded corpse cart. We'll play possum for a second and make sure, like, make it seem like we don't have anything. Like, oh no, Anakin, I do not have a summon, I am too weak, and then suddenly we just whip one out and all the goblins are trapped. Oh yeah, that feels good. Alright. We got LeBron James off the battlefield. The goblins are dying to zombies and corpse carts and all this stuff. Nice. The crone got 3,400 value. That's real good. You think the name is what sold him? No, Gorst is okay in campaign for sure. His whole army gets poisoned. The AI is incredibly stupid, so they just blob on your Mortis engine. Like, yeah, Gorst can be really good in single player for sure. Hear me out, guys. Helmengorst. Is he, like, hiding more goblins somewhere? Gorst. All right. Well, let's see. I'm glad to have back. I think keeping Tretch terrible is a good idea. It's funny. Dude, Tibbs was terrifying, though. The speed at which my army was melting to his goblin archers, that was a nightmare, dude. 2,100 on Gorst, 1,300 of the White King, 18 on the Blood Knight there, and yeah, nothing too crazy. For Tibbs, Skarsnik, I would imagine some Fanatics did really well. If he, like, unleashed Fanatics into my blob, that would have just murdered me. I think he must have. Pretty even value. For Ice Power, we had, yeah, 3,400 on the Crone, man. 3,400, that's pretty damn solid. 1,700 on the Caster. Dread Knight's got decent value. Yeah, 1,500 on the Ebon Claw. And for the Pwn Dog, he probably Kotzep, and yeah, this army would probably struggle against the Cavalry Rush. Not bad, though, for sure. If it had Arc in the Black, maybe you could have held. Honestly, though, maybe you could fend off Cav if you had, like, a proper box. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. All right, guys. That is it for today. Those are the FFAs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the graphic. This is the summary of the round. So Tank and Rame, Arc in the Black, and Vlad von Karstein will be advancing in our group stages. I love the music in the game. It really has a Lord of the Rings feel to it. If you actually listen to the soundtrack, yeah, it's really good. So this is the current summary. We'll be back streaming, probably not tomorrow. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow and Sunday, but I'm going to do an ECL early next week, and we can go from there. And here's the Wookiee, in case you guys are interested. And also, big thanks to Ying Zhao, Matthias, Samson, Ant-Man for multiple donations, Samson, Karatkin, Carrot Shell, Berserker Pascal, Mattis, Matthew, Ruben, Nick Thomas, Ziggy Williamson, Antonio, Da K, Oliver Grimwood, Camille, Justin, Christian Gonzalez, also for becoming a member. Appreciate that, man. King Cool, Carter K, Lich109, KM, Edward, and all of you guys for your support. Also, again, if you're looking to pre-order Total War Warhammer 3, you can do it through my Nexus store. It'll just give you a Steam key, and then it also supports the channel because a portion of it does go my way. So do it. Do it if you're looking to get the game. You don't already have it. All right, guys, that is it. Congratulations to Tank and Rame for advancing. It was certainly a very well-fought series. Everyone in this pod was 1-1 at some point or other, but in the end, only 2 can advance. Well, that's not true. If there's a tie, then pretty much everyone advances. But in this case, only 2 advance. And yeah, that's it. Cheers. Appreciate you guys. An FFA tournament. There will be an FFA tournament in the future. I am looking to do one, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Here's the Wookiee, and see you guys next time. Stay safe. All that sort of good stuff. Thanks again to the mods for helping out as well. And all hail the mighty.
The blood runs cold. We take our loot, but don't